Murphy OGs.
Yeah, we good.
Hannibal Heck, Eddie the Ass Eater. We got a special guest up in this motherfucker. We got a Miami legend up in this motherfucker. This is my dog. This motherfucker, I wish we would have had him a long time ago. We just had to weed out everybody, and now he's here, and the timing is right, and it's all love, and I'm so glad he's here, and I'm honored he's here. My dog, Big Teach.
Big Teach. What's happening, man?
Everything's
House
happening.
Of Mac. Y'all let BB drink the whole bottle, man. You
man,
BB let me this little swig.
I'm not gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you how much he drank.
We got that Haitian rum.
That's whiskey, just like that one.
You know I'm half Asian, man.
Oh, we got
Baba. Not tonight. My wife ain't gonna prove it. Nah.
Just letting you know. I'm married. I know what you mean.
All we do is drink beers around here.
For a reason.
Yeah, it's for a reason.
Let that animal out this hole.
Crazy because you know.
Thank you for coming. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, man.
You big time family.
Nah, like I always be telling EFN, man, like I got so much respect for y'all crew. Like since I came out here in like '98.
Right.
And
that was my next question.
Yeah. And since I've been down here, y'all like one of the few like crews of like just y'all, I see y'all out, y'all, you know what I mean? I'm sure y'all got, you know what I mean, like anybody else, but like y'all like family, like y'all you know what I mean? Y'all
we ain't even friends no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all circle is tight. And it's always been like that.
Yeah.
And all you guys got all your individual successes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And y'all still find a way to, you know what I'm saying, keep that.
Yeah, we got a crew text with 11 dudes still to get to this day 30 years. And it's our 30-year anniversary, as a matter of fact.
Man, I love that,
and we appreciate that you even see that.
Acknowledge that
word. Crazy hood.
Yeah, we here, but let me just tell you something. Like, as long as I've known you or before I even knew you, I knew your hustle. I know what type of dude you are. I know you a solid dude. And I've always appreciated how you moved because I said, "Well, this motherfucker's a hustler."
He was always the mean guy in the street.
You looked a little. No, I think that he looked mean.
Nobody wanted to fuck with Teach.
I think you looked mean.
Nah, bro.
But they didn't know who Teach was. You smell me?
I think I've come from some humble beginnings. And I've always had to like fight for mine. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a, it's people that kind of like settle for what's given to them.
Word. I'm sure you're appreciative of your shit.
Yeah, but I'm not one of them. I'm one of those that like always believed in like going to get and taking what I feel
is yours,
is mine.
Word up.
And so, but some people just don't understand it, so they misunderstand. I'm just misunderstood sometimes.
Exactly,
it's nothing. Their own perception.
Every time
I think so too. I ain't gonna lie.
Every time you see,
I heard some crazy story. I'm like, that ain't the motherfucker I know.
He just had the grill just.
Yeah, it was
like he wasn't about a game.
I just think that you was a serious businessman.
Like I'm just saying, I was just trying to, figure out. I ain't really have a lot to be smiling and laughing for back then. You know what I mean? I was still trying to figure out life. You know what I mean? But it wasn't
life
personal.
is good now, though.
No, life is
happy.
Life is definitely good.
I seen your family. We know your wife. I know you happy.
Nah, for sure. I definitely smile a lot more.
Yeah, no, your family's beautiful. God has blessed you, and you already know that. I feel the same way. He blessed me too. I know what you mean. And that for sure, you being that happy, I can see it from you. I see the reflection. It's nothing.
Because that was from the beginning. This is the
I know.
This is the Teach from
I know.
Street Team.
Yeah. Eddie been in them streets teams.
Nah, for sure. But okay, so like even like I come from like school of Dewberry and like you know what I mean. But it's like, man, we moving around and you know what I mean? It's like nobody gonna give you nothing. So like,
no, you're right.
You know what I mean? It's like, even like even respect. Like I had to kind of like earn and take respect in certain instances or whatever case. Because some people just begin to twist it, and it's not nothing personal. It's just I'm not that guy. So
I always saw you at. I said this is a serious motherfucker right there. You gotta come correct with business or don't come with them at all.
That's how I feel. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
that's that's from what I got off there. And you was always humble. Whenever we ask something,
but I guess for me, being like that is how you gonna get your respect too.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like motherfuckers know.
Like even like me, like you, like I'm punctual, right? But like I got that from Pitt. Like one time is late. Like, and we used to be pulling up to interviews, and Pitt was there before us. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, cool. Like I gotta. So punctuality is important, you know what I mean, making sure that I'm respecting your time.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm all about that word.
You
early, you on time, you on time, you late.
My wife was a firefighter. On time is late. Like
always.
You know what I mean? So
there's big facts.
Yeah, that fire gotta get turned off quick.
So I know you was with Loot Records. Obviously, that's how you became Pitt's manager.
Yeah.
I have a funny question though, like, because I don't know, and I don't feel like you did, just knowing who you are. I feel like the day Luke was like, Teach, bring you out, you go be managed this little Chico over here.
That ain't even what happened though.
Oh, well, okay, so
Nah,
break it down.
So, I used to do promotions with Dewberry, God bless his dead. And the way I even got in Luke Records, my man Jeff Sanchez, he lost his two-way pager at Amnesia at the time. We was out there banging out with flyers and all of that, and my man actually found his two-way and brought me the two-way. It was like, because I used to be hustling back then. I used to be selling two-way, so he knew I could turn them on. Yeah, I was two-way teach. But he knew I could get them turned on and all of that, so he brought me the two-way. Like, yo, I found a joint, and then I opened it, and homie was texting the two-way like, yo, reward, yo, he just wanted his contacts.
Right.
So I took the two-way from my man, and I was like, nah, just give homie his two-way back.
Word.
You know what I mean? And then I hit Jeff, and I'm like, yo, I got your two-way. He met him at the Marlin. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Met him, come to find out he worked for Luke. And then from that day, I want to say maybe another month, then we noticed each other every time he was out. So he would be moving around, and everywhere he was at, he would see me out there banging out, promoting, doing whatever. And then one day, he was about to move back to New York. His wife at the time had got a GM job at Fat Farm or whatever case may be. He was about to move back to New York, and he was like, yo, I'm looking for somebody to take my place at Luke Records. Would you be interested? And so that was kind of like how I got it.
But he approached you because you were already music savvy already on the screen.
I was promoting. Luke Records was my first
real
music
gig word.
But I knew how to promote. And
that's what
promoting a party versus promoting music is two different things.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like when you promoting artists, you're promoting the artists in town. You working records, you working whatever.
Yep.
For a party, like
you just out, you're in the parties.
But it's like your life depends on it.
No, but you on the
street. Because if your party flop, you ain't making no money. Like when you promoting,
out there grinding, of course.
So it was just a different kind of grind. But I always saw myself in that space. I got offered the opportunity to talk to Dewberry. He gave me his blessing, and then I went and worked with Luke. And then Pitt happened to be signed
already
to Luke at the time.
Oh, okay.
So me and Pitt built a relationship because we went on tour together and moved around, and you know what I'm saying? And then 9/11, Luke shut, like right after 9/11, like I don't know if you remember, Uncle Al died the day before.
I know it was soon. I know it was close.
September 10th.
Ooh.
So Uncle Al died September 10th.
Too.
And we woke up on September 11th expecting to see the highlights of Uncle Al.
Facts.
And
no, you saw the buildings fall down.
The towers was falling, right?
Fuck.
Like, so it was just a crazy time. And then Luke was like, yo, I need some time. I'm gonna shut down for a minute, boom, boom. When I open back up, if you wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I need some time. So Pitt had got out his contract. And then, like Luke was shut down. So I started Big Mouth Marketing. I started a marketing company. Because through Luke, I went across the country and I met Happy and them in Chicago, and I met E1 in LA, and I met Shampoo in New York. I met Lump in Houston.
All the good connects.
So then I came back and I started my own national marketing company. Started Big Mouth Marketing, and then I started taking on national accounts. And so then I started working records, and then at the same time, so me and Pitt had already built a relationship, but then Pitt would be walking his white label, Oh Yeah, and whatever records he was working into the club, and I'm walking out. At that time, I had Rockefeller. I had, I started getting like bigger accounts. And then one day I ran into Pitt coming out of Billboard Live. I don't know if you remember what that used to be.
Yeah, for sure, like on 15 or whatever that was.
Yeah. And I ran into Pitt coming out of Billboard Live, and he was like, yo, man, I need a manager. I need some help. Boom, man. We shook hands, and we rocked out for 14 years on a handshake.
Gangster.
Never had no paperwork, nothing with Pitt.
Gangster. Word? That's hard.
That's real.
14 years on a handshake.
Did he have Lollipop out already at this time?
Lollipop was when he was with Luke.
Word. That's what I'm saying. So you already knew about that joint.
Yeah.
So
Lollipop was
what I'm trying to say is you didn't have that much to go off.
Nah.
So did you have confidence in him at that early, even that early time?
I moved around with Pitt. I used to be, when we was on tour, we used to get off the tour bus in Maryland and Philly and like all these cities, and Pitt used to go on the block and freestyle. And I was a dude standing next to him with the bullhorn, like, cause you know what I mean? Like, and when I first went into Luke Records, the first thing Jeff Sanchez told me, he was like, yo, it's this little Cuban kid, got braids, blah, 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 yo, nice, right? Like, so I already, when I met him, and I built a personal relationship with him. I used to go pick Pitt up from his house in the old Wynwood and all of that, and spend time with him. But it wasn't even just the talent. It was just the hunger, the hustle.
The
You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah,
it was everything. It was
yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Because every now and again, like you might come across somebody that's talented, but they don't got the work ethic.
Word.
You might come across somebody that got the work ethic, but they don't got the talent.
Facts.
Every now and again, you come across like that package that's like
Full-fledged
it's
everything.
not even like it's like a feeling. You know that it's something special, and that's what it was with Pitt. So when I was working Pitt in the early days, guys be looking at. I'm like, yo, I don't understand how y'all don't see. You know, the first few years, it was like we was working it.
You remember when we went to Justo's mixtape?
Yeah. Yo,
We was
you
there.
still got that footage?
I was there. No,
I want to say
Get that
EFN
footage
got
from
it.
EFN
Yo.
and run that footage back with. So for instance, we go to. Yo, I
That
got
shit
a
was
Cuban.
crazy.
I got a Cuban white boy from down south that's comfortable speaking Spanish on the record,
Word.
right? And you know, Justo's mixtape award used to be like Cac Saki and Clinton and Comstock. Like it was like a, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? Like niggas got razors in their pocket.
Yo.
I can talk
she was
on this
ill.
so I can,
Well,
I
we
got
was
talk
there.
clear.
Yeah, we know
Right.
we was there.
Kidding me? We was
Yeah,
there.
like, and you know, I'm from
And you
I'm
from
from the
there,
town,
so
so I
you
know
know
what
it.
it is, right? I know the
Forget about
elements
it.
that's in there.
Forget about it.
And then I remember Pitt going on the stage, and I know but they don't know. I know what they seeing when he goes up there. And I remember going. I remember he did that slow jam freestyle to Kanye
Is that the
joint.
one he did a cappella?
Yeah.
When he was in the black bubble goot button.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
It was me, him, EFN, and Paul, the only 4 motherfuckers out of
Yo,
fucking
bro.
I don't know how many people. We was like,
I can't remember. I
That shit
think it
was
was
hard.
Sunny that used to be on Hot 97 or something. And Idea was taping it, and she's like, "Who is that? Who is that?" Like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
He
for him to
murdered that.
capture the crowd the way he captured it,
He did.
You know what I'm saying? But I saw that. I've been saw that in him, right? And it was just like, with Pitt, it was like, we almost had to create a lane for him, right? It was like because in music they try to categorize you. If they can't put you in a box, they don't understand it. If you say a couple of words in Spanish, oh, it's reggaeton.
Yeah.
right.
It's not reggaeton.
Stupid
He's
shit.
on the record with John. He's on the record with.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
So it was like we had to kind of create a lane for him, and it was weird because like when we first started, it was like. We go to BET, they like, oh, he too Spanish. We go to Telemundo, they like, he's too urban.
Urban.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, where does this shit fit in? So like, we literally had to create a lane for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what
his
you
own niche.
categorize him as. You know what I'm saying? It's like global music or some shit like that. But he came out like making like more urban leaning music, and then when he did Kulo, it's like Kulo was like, them shows was hitting different.
Yeah.
Kulo than Damn
Word
It
up.
Man. You
Word
know what I'm
up.
saying? And like, that was like the first like kind of crossover record he had. And then I remember we went to Dominican Republic one time, and Bob Sinclair had that record, World Goes On.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we was at this party in Dominican Republic, and these motherfuckers don't speak no English, but they rocking to this shit ad lib for ad lib, and like it was like an epiphany. It was like one of the moments like he was like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah. Like when Michael went to China and they chinging his shit. Word.
yeah, and then he always kind of dipped and dabbled in like, you know what I'm saying, the
dance.
crowd dance music and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But when that happened, he was like, all right, cool, I found my space.
His niche. Word.
All right, listen, listen, you get your niche,
Just take the fuck
you
off.
rock with it.
I'm
And
super.
look,
I'm tell you though, man,
worldwide.
homie is a hell of a hustler though, man. Like, you know what
Always.
I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what I've seen in him.
Listen,
Word.
we always say the story. It took, and I'm pretty sure you know, about 5 times before getting on EFN's mixtape.
He dropped. He brought
gave him
5.
he gave
The
him
first
5
4 times. The
joints.
first 4 attempts.
The fifth
he was like,
one.
nah. Then the 5th one, he looked at us like, yo, what you know? I was like, this is not that bad. And
So-
he threw it on. You know.
Hard worker, he
Persistent,
is.
he a
all
hustler.
that. Like he didn't.
Homie, we ain't even like it was a point where we ain't even know nobody, right? And like but I had a list because of the national stuff I used to do. I had a list of DJs over the country, so like I
Right.
kind of knew who had their finger on the pulse all over the country. And I'd be like, yo,
Word.
just do a freestyle for him.
Yeah,
do a
exactly.
freestyle for K Slade.
go.
Do a freestyle for this
That's
one.
right.
And so he would just go in there, and then I pull up 2 days later, and this nigga got 30 freestyles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, worker.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you know what I mean? Like, you know, salute
That's why
to little Chico, man. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
That's why he's Mr. Worldwide right
Yeah,
now.
no, we had a great session with him. I got 3 songs with the Critter. Like we was in the studio all night, and after that, he still hung out. We was telling stories all night, just talking shit. Like he a real dude. That's what I respect about him. So
The history I had
Word up.
of everybody that like you
Yeah.
and all of us that we seen all of that from the beginning. Khaled,
Yeah.
super
you know,
dope
all of this, like we seen
Ross.
it
from jump.
Even like
Ross.
Ross.
Even
Like, man, I
Ross.
remember
and Ross.
Ross used to be on everybody mixtape. Like, Ross, like,
Even Flow Rider before he was Flow Rider, before he was even super big.
I remember going to shows with Flo, and Flo was like, you know, like that's before he had Low. Because when he first came out, he had the birthday. I don't want no
I
cake
knew him
on
before even
Oh,
that.
no, the
He was in.
Groundhog.
He
I'm
was
saying before that, but that was like his
Groundhog.
first, like,
Oh, fat. You mean his takeoff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
first
facts.
take,
you know what I'm saying?
That was before the cake was before
Birthday,
that?
because birthday
Oh,
was
before
like,
Low. Yes,
yeah, before
Low.
Low.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah.
was going that direction, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
Low
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay,
We blew up.
we out of here.
It's nothing.
Right, but I remember going to shows and like, you know what I mean, Flo being on the sideline and like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, just even watching the growth and like even like watching like an E-Class, you know, like a music mogul, and then kind of step away from, not necessarily step away from it, but like transition from
correct.
music, and then, you know what I mean, do stuff that he's doing with finger licking and
Right.
all of his
The
like
restaurants,
music.
right.
Yeah, like, you
It's
know what I
dope.
mean? And that shit takes heart, man, because you know, first of all, like, you know, when you take them leaps of faith, everybody just waiting to see you fail. Like, oh, is he, you know, you
Easy.
can't do it again,
Day
you can't
one.
whatever. And
Day
you know, like
one.
to step away from this and step into that, and
You know how I see E-Class like that? Because he's just he just knows how to sell it. It ain't what you sell, it's how,
Right,
you,
how you
sell.
sell it, yeah.
So
Yeah.
the product is the product. You smell me? He believed in it. He made it work, and it's what it is. And it's still good product, music or food. So
Just like you,
just like you,
from your straight to the music.
you had to transition yourself. You know what I mean?
And do
Come
something.
on, man.
Well, the
you can
different-
pat
well,
yourself on the back in the
actually-
same,
actually-
you know, same thing. Come on.
Well, I actually went to culinary school before I got into music, so
Facts.
I'm
Yeah, I knew that. I knew
I'm a
you were
food
culinary
guy.
school.
But I when I working in the food business as a job, I hated that shit. Like, I felt like I was
I'm with you
overworked,
on that.
underappreciated.
Him too.
I hate that shit.
And
What's your? Because for me now you're full fledged House of Mac. But what do you like better, the music business or the food business?
well, mac and cheese definitely don't talk back. So
Word up.
I'm gonna start there.
There you go. I'm gonna make a shirt. I'm gonna make a shirt like that.
Mac and cheese.
I mean, you know,
that's a new shirt for you. Mac and cheese.
Yo,
Don't talk
listen,
back.
I mean, you know, like
House of Mac.
Like the
Boom.
thing is, like sometimes, you know, it's like when you deal with artists, right? It's just like dealing with people. It's like not one size fit all. Everybody is just different. Management is that because every artist is different. Like Pitbull was totally different from working with ASAP. ASAP was totally
Right.
different from working with Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti was totally different from working with Hurricane Chris. Like all of them are different and they got different things, and you got to kind of figure
course.
people out. But like sometimes, you know, just from like an experience standpoint, you might kind of see things from a different standpoint. They seeing it, and you trying to guide them in the right way, and it's just like sometimes they don't see your vision until it's too late or it's too, you know, whatever.
That makes sense.
You know, and what I'm saying, the difference between what I'm doing right now with the food, it's like it's mine.
It's your
So,
business.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
can.
I remember
can
when you
steer the
showed me your pops with the afro.
I
I'm
mean, I
like,
used to park my food truck at your restaurant.
Yes.
You was my
All love.
commissary kitchen on paper.
and I would love to help you if we had to do it all over again. You're my brother.
I'm
Family.
grateful.
What
brother.
I'm trying to say is I seen your early days.
Yeah.
And I'm
From the
I've
trucks
I've been in this game 30, you know, I've been in my business 15 years, God bless, but I've been in the game 30 years.
Right.
And I said, I ain't never seen someone transition so fast or faster than motherfucking Teach.
Well, I didn't approach the.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, I didn't. Thank you, but
I'm not even lying. This is a big up. Word up.
You know what's the thing? Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. But
It's
like, I didn't
facts.
approach the business as like a food guy, and that's
Right.
the thing. Like,
you was a chef.
I was
regardless.
a chef, but
Yeah,
I approached the food business almost like a music guy. Like I got
Right.
everything
No, for sure.
documented
You
that
have
I've
a
done
got-
different
since the beginning.
That's a
I
difference,
could have answered that
Teach.
for you.
The difference. You have a
I could have
marketing
answered it for
mind.
you. You had
Exactly.
already the confidence.
Yeah. Right.
Like I know I have a product that's golden. This bitch
Right.
go, And I could take it to my grandma's house. My grandma says it's better than her. And if you're cooking better than grandma's, fuck, open a restaurant.
Right.
You dig?
Right.
So you had the confidence and you had the product.
Right.
That's what it takes. If I was selling pencils, I'll sell more pencils than whatever the number 2 pencil company is, because I believe in the bitch. You smell me?
Yeah.
And you knew you had the product and you're confident and you a hustler. You can sell motherfucking ice to fucking to Eskimos. You smell me? Like I know you. That's why I was like, I don't care if he opened up a fucking sneaker shop, a motherfucking hat store. It don't matter. You gonna make it happen.
Nah, but that's
so
dope
I knew that food was. But you took off faster than I was like, whoa, this motherfucking transition is so awesome, and that's beautiful.
I also took advantage of like social media and like,
no, of course.
So you know what I mean?
The people you know helps.
But let's be real.
But the food gotta be good.
That's
Come on,
what I'm
man.
about to say. It's all down to the food. Because it could have been crappy food. It don't matter if you
Can I say something that I'm
do it.
gonna give you my honest teach? You gonna flip the fuck out when I tell you this. My honest, not critique on macaroni. My honest opinion about macaroni, not yours. Macaroni in the world. I'm 47. I eat more macaroni one time in my life.
Oh wow.
I'm not a macaroni dude. Hold on, pause. I'm gonna end this sentence with something different because something just happened to me about a couple weeks ago. I never liked macaroni. Maybe because my mom made me fucking kneel on it, raw macaroni when I was in trouble. Maybe I don't know.
That's
I never,
trauma, baby. I got somebody for you. Though.
I'm a sauce. I'm a sauce dude.
Like,
I'm not a cheese. I'm not a cheese and pasta. I'm a sauce, cheese, and pasta dude. I gotta have sauce in it.
Right.
You smell me?
Right.
So I had someone bring macaroni that I've seen you make your macaroni, dog.
Right.
I said I never seen someone put 8 cheeses and so much love into this shit.
Right.
I should have ate your shit when you was in my store. You dig?
Right.
But I was so fearful of the pasta and cheese combo.
Right.
I don't know. It was my mom. I don't know what it was.
Right.
But I never fuck with it all my life. Okay, and I'm Puerto
Lobster
Rican.
mac
You know,
and
Puerto
cheese.
Ricans grew up on that shit.
Right.
I didn't fuck with it.
Right.
I tried this shit and I asked her, how'd you make this? She started naming these cheeses and I seen your cheeses. I didn't even let no one put anyone up on game on how to make fucking no goddamn house of mac cheese. But she started saying that and it reminded me of you. I said, let me try it. Boy, shit was so fucking good. And I can't wait to go to fucking Teacher's Joint because my wife loves it.
Yeah.
He loves it. I'm like, well, we're gonna make it. We're gonna go. This just happened to me like about a week ago. No lie. I can't wait now to go fuck it up. I can't eat lobster. I can't eat seafood. But
It's better late than never, baby.
you smell me?
Hey, man.
Word. I'm
missing out.
I know. No, I will be there. My wife loves it. Don't worry, we gonna be there.
Got you.
That's
So
one thing I'ma
this is the
say.
reason
Teach.
why I don't eat no macaroni
got it
because I
going
just
on,
never
man.
did. But my kids love it. My wife loves it, and I'm probably the only Puerto Rican who's never eaten it. But yeah. But go ahead, continue. I'm with you on that. You're from what I've seen, the growth of House of Macaroni. I've seen it from the infancy, from the truck. I'm like, wow, this fucking it's a dynasty to me. You know what I'm saying?
When I say like I treated it like I would treat like a music project, right? Like
Right.
You know. When I was trying to think of like my logo and inspiration,
What's
and all
Babaku?
that- Huh?
Some Babaku?
Sure. When I was thinking about
I'm just gonna take some just because you drinking it.
when I was trying to think about like my logo, right? I thought about like what I would think about if I was trying to help an artist come up with an album cover, right? And my father had passed away. I started the company in 2014. My father had passed away in 2013, and he had like when he passed, I went through his closet and he had like this passport picture that was like he had the butterfly collar with the afro, and I was like, yo,
Looking
that shit's
fly
so
and
dope.
shit.
I gotta do something with it, and then I'm like, yo, that's it right there. Like,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I remember when you showed me that picture, and I
that's my
said,
dad,
"Yo, you
my-
fucking crazy."
My dad in the 70s, but
It was almost built for you, that legacy
Yeah,
already.
but
You
like-
just had to discover that pic. You smell me? Like gangster.
the real reason why I really took the step in the food business is because of Bun B, UGK.
Word?
Salute Bun B. Yeah, like
Word
Bun,
up.
you know, like Bun is. I just drove to Houston. I just drove.
Them burgers must have been that good.
Well, they are. They
I know.
fire.
I'm just
Super
saying.
fire.
Word up.
Trill Burgers.
Word
But
up.
Bun is my brother. Like Bun is like, you know what I mean? Like top 5 people. Like Bun is a genuine human being. Like he's
Ian
just a
Fence
good,
says that all the time.
nah, he's a good person.
Quick story. I met Bun in Left Rack when I went to meet up
Nori?
with Nori.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in that. Just crazy.
Nah, Bun is like just a superficial person and somebody that like I truly value his
Opinion. and everything.
opinion. And you know, at the time, like I was doing music, but I wasn't. it got to a point where like you know, the politics and the bullshit, you know, the music shit. The shit just started kicking in, and I stopped loving music. And you could kind of tell that I was making money and shit. I'm flying private. I'm doing all this other shit, but like, I didn't really feel fulfilled.
You was a piece of Polo Grounds, right?
The ASAP crew, no?
Brian, I was VP of Polo Grounds. You know what I'm saying? So I had, you know, ASAP. All ASAP, Yo Gotti, you know, Pitt was signed to Polo Grounds as well. So,
word?
Yeah, Pitt was signed to Polo Grounds.
Oh, well, I didn't know that part.
A-Bay Bay, that Hurricane Chris joint, that was our first record on Polo Grounds. But
Oh, word?
yeah, but so you know, like, so salute Brian Leach first of all, because Polo Grounds is the longest running urban label in RCA history.
That's it.
Like that
Longer
up.
than Live Records, longer than any longest running. So salute, Brian, but, you know, but I was a part of that from day one, right?
Boom. That's crazy.
But I lost my way, kind of like. So when my father passed away, right? My sister called me one day, panicking. Yo, so my dad woke up one day. He lived in Detroit, and he woke up one day and he's, you know, island dude, never goes to the hospital, never whatever. He woke up one day, kind of stumbled. He had remarried, and his wife was like, "Something ain't right with you. I'm taking you to the hospital." Went to the hospital. His lips were blue. They thought he had pneumonia because he lived in Detroit. It was winter. It was
cold as fuck.
And they took him to the hospital and found out he had a tear in his aorta. So rushed him into surgery. Basically, he never made it out. But like, so
How old was he?
he was like in his 60s.
Oh, he's still young.
Yeah, still young. But like, but
Rest
so
in peace, man. That's
thank
horrible.
you. So when my sister called me, and she's a nurse, so she called me. She's like, "Yo, you need to get to Detroit, you know, boom, boom." So I jumped on the next thing smoking, but by the time I landed, he had passed. So I never got a chance to talk to him. I never got a chance to.
Word. You never know when you're last talking. That's what sucks. Word up.
And so you know, when I sat in the room with like his body for like a few hours, me and my sister, and like his chest was still open from the surgery and all that shit. They had some shit covering it. Yeah. But just the finality of just death is like, damn,
Oof, I hate it.
But I mean, it's like just from a perspective standpoint, right? Like, cause you know, a lot of people, you know, they have this mentality that like, you know, you got all this fucking time, bro. Like, you got one shot at this shit. Like, for real, for real.
That's fact. Big facts.
And then that's it. It's
Big
no
fact.
do-overs.
Nope.
It ain't no like, yo, like I'm going.
You don't have
Like,
to
bro, when it's
lies.
over, it's over. That's it. What you put on the board, whatever's
is
on
what
the
it is.
scoreboard, that's it.
Word up.
Right? And so the finality of that shit with my pops, I was like, damn, this shit is over. Like, damn.
Had it been a long span of time that you had not spoke to him?
No.
Before? Good. You had a close relationship.
So there was a time where we didn't, and then we mended our relationship, and
Thank
we
God.
were good.
Thank
like my
God.
last conversation, with my pops is like, yo, when the weather clear up, we going to Disney World type
Nice.
shit, right?
Did he ever know that you wanted to open a restaurant? Okay.
no.
Nah, I just want to know if you
I know-
got to
I know this.
I didn't
all
even.
after.
I didn't even know.
You didn't
I
even
wanted
know
to
you
do that.
wanted
At that
to do
point. I didn't. I was still a music guy.
Word.
But the finality of that shit was like, damn. Like, and then you start asking yourself questions like, shit. If that was me right now at this point in my life, like, what's my legacy, right? And at that point in my life, it was like, I had a few plaques on my wall, had a couple dollars in the bank, but like, my legacy was contributing to building other people's legacy, and building other people's wealth. And I didn't have shit like that. Like,
teach on it.
yeah, my name
I'm
on
on
it,
1,000.
my last name. That like, if something happened to me, that's going to carry my legacy.
Something you'll give your kids to be proud of this motherfucker.
So that's what shifted. That's what shifted my mentality. I'm like, damn, like this is what I've been, you know. And listen, I'm grateful for the hustle. I'm grateful for all my experiences.
No doubt.
I'm grateful for everybody that
Which
I
I
work
think
with.
you did a great job in music business, period.
No, thank you.
We looked at you like a real mogul out this bitch.
Nah, thank you. But I'm grateful for all of those experiences because that helped mold me into. I think the number one thing that I got out of the music business was critical thinking, right? Like when you move around these artists, every day is a different day.
Facts.
And then you're like the person in the middle of that shit that they're expecting to figure everything out.
Yeah.
Right?
You gotta deal with the attitudes. You gotta deal with everything, Papa.
Not only attitudes, but you gotta deal with
everything.
situations.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta
Situations,
deal
word.
with, you know what I mean? These artists be moving around. They got beef. They got baby mama drama. They
Oh,
got,
my
you got a
goodness.
show and you flew in. It's a radio show and then,
Right.
oh,
that's
they
a
missed
head,
their
that's a
flight.
headache in itself.
and you're there, and you gotta figure the shit out. Like they didn't make their flight, but this is a radio station that added they record, and they supposed to make a show, and they all of the politics and the bullshit, and you gotta be the one in the middle of that shit to like think it through and try to figure out how could you make this right. So you as a restaurateur, you know every day is a different day.
Big fact.
You know what I'm saying? So and so ain't come to work. This and that and third. Oh, power went out. Oh, this and that and third. It's always like something.
Everything's something, right?
And guess what? You gotta figure that shit to figure it out. Right? And so, you know, like through COVID.
It happened to you the other day. We were supposed to do fucking this interview 7 days ago.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And somebody called out.
This is facts.
But like, I'm gonna give you an example, like COVID, right? Like so COVID, I'm gonna tell you what COVID, well, you know, because you an entrepreneur as well, but like COVID for 2 years, first of all, ain't nobody in our lifetime has ever experienced no shit like that.
Never.
Not us.
Ever. Like there was no.
I was 1920s when that shit was
right. And it's 2023 right now. So nobody in our lifetime has experienced anything like that, right? And so COVID hit, and like I'm gonna keep it funky. I ain't have no contingency plan for the world shutting down. Like they shut down sports.
Yo, I swear to God,
like
no,
because
when my wife say shit, but go ahead.
One thing like so Brian Leach.
Facts.
Brian Leach, when I was doing music, he always used to tell me like, yo, make sure you got 6 months of reserves. Make sure, you know what I mean? Like, so he used to always put me on a like I had my 6 months reserves. I had. But like
it's like lawyer money type shit. Word, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, but nigga, nobody told me I got to put away some money for 2 years. 2 years, homie.
Word, now, I'm on your side, brother.
And then what also happened?
I'm on your side
because I think with my heart sometimes more than I should think. Sometimes more than I think with my brain. Right?
Tell me you're worried about all the employees and. Anyway,
so I got 50 employees.
What I just told you?
I know.
I got 50 employees.
I had 8, but I was fucking about to get my shirt off my fucking back.
All of their problems is my problems, right?
Word
so
up.
this one about to get evicted. Yeah. This one car no getting
horrible.
Everybody problems is my problems.
Yeah.
So every night, like even though like my shit might be straight, I still go home at night feeling
thinking
like
about they shit. Yeah. Word up.
So man, bro, and I went through 2 years of that, bro. Right? But like the only thing that helped me pivot and get through that was critical thinking. And if I had never, you know what I'm saying, been through the music business that kind of taught me that I could kind of remain calm during crisis and just put my energy into trying to find solutions versus like panicking and you know whatever.
Troubleshooting.
Yeah, so like I'm grateful for my run and I'm grateful for my experience because that stuff took like, yo, bro, one time Pitt went to Pitt had a show. I can't remember what country it was in. He flew into. I wasn't there.
These country stories are the best. But
I wasn't there. Perp,
yeah, I'm sure you were.
Perp, the DJ, the band, the dancers, everybody went out there, and it was something with the government had something to do with the show.
Yeah,
but
was it with Epps?
Nah, no.
No, I mean,
I know why you're saying that because Epps had the fucking craziest story.
That was another one.
He had a story with Pitt too.
That was the one in Nicaragua.
In Nicaragua. That's what he said. Word. We know you was there. Go
ahead. But
Epps said everything already. But go ahead.
No, so like Pitt doesn't get on the plane until international shows, they got to send that back end before we get on the plane. It was something with the back end, whatever, and then Pitt ain't get on the plane. So yo, Perp and Big Perp, shout out Big Perp and the band and everybody's already there.
Shit.
And then Perp comes out of his room and it's niggas outside the room with machine guns and say, y'all niggas is not going nowhere until homie gets here.
Stop it.
We had to call American Embassy.
No fucking way.
And the American Embassy was like, do whatever. They said, do whatever you got to do to get out of there because even if it's gonna take a minute for us to.
Might not be.
I'm saying like, bro, like I'm saying it's real shit.
Yeah,
like,
you sitting here. How many calls did you give Pitt from that time? Like, get
I don't remember how we worked that shit out.
Word. Did he show up?
He didn't show up.
Stop
and they got up out of there.
Was this in Mexico City?
Nah, it wasn't in Mexico. That's another story.
I heard of a story in Mexico City.
But I'm saying this was like Philip. It was like somewhere. It was somewhere else.
Funky country.
But it was niggas standing outside the room with M16s and they like y'all niggas ain't going nowhere until homie.
Wow.
But is it because they really wanted to see Pitt? What the
fuck?
Because
they put money.
Oh, because of the money. I'm sorry. My bad was somewhere else.
But
my
they
bad.
put it up late.
Yeah.
Well, they got to send it back in. Like they got to send it back in, homie. You know, because Imagine you go into a whole nother country and then you get there and they start bullshitting with that back end. Like, nah, you gotta send that bread and then we on the way.
Facts.
So,
but he didn't show up.
Yeah, but so like imagine like being there and it's like it's your responsibility to sit there and try to figure that shit out.
How the fuck did you talk your way out of that?
I mean, I don't even remember. I don't know.
You faked like you was Pitt. How the fuck you fake?
Nah,
you know what I mean?
I just remember being on the phone with the embassy. I remember like I just remember like all of this crazy shit. But like they ended up coming home. But I'm saying like life or death situations where it's like it's your responsibility or people looking at you like figure this shit out.
Make this happen.
Right? But that's a whole other level.
That's past.
So then the food business is like this shit is cake. This shit is
I was about to say
mac and cheese. What? Nothing.
Coming up, motherfucker.
What, the POS system went down?
Word up. I'll write the ticket, bitch. Don't worry about it.
Nobody got machine guns.
We got
around?
pens.
We good.
I got pens. Fuck the POS system.
Wow.
And they say House of Mac on the pen too.
Yeah, we used to be on a food truck.
Word.
So the generator power would go out. We would take our cell phones and put them up in the corner.
Yeah.
For the light. Cause we still had propane.
Yeah, you worked on
and
gas.
We had a line around the corner. Like I'm not about to leave this money on the table. We gotta figure this shit out.
This guy for the hurricane.
Can I tell you?
There's no light, no nothing.
With
gas is working.
I'm already knowing.
I work on gas, baby.
So he got pizzas and spaghetti and meatballs in the back.
We come from the same cloth, baby.
You know what light source I had? I found someone gave me a fucking headlamp.
Yeah, we all had we was minors.
I went next door to the motherfucking to the little corner store, like it's a little drive-thru. I said I brought an extension cord. They know me 15 years. They let me plug it in, and all I plugged in was just the fridge and one lamp.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
Make it happen.
Come on in.
Add
Yo,
the gas.
fact, big facts. I got dough and I got pasta ready to rock. You smell me?
That's
and they was there for it. They bought it all up.
But in the hurricane, no one got energy. Yeah. But I run on gas, baby. So come on through. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little sweaty, but your shit gonna be gangster. Big facts.
Right.
Yeah, I got towels and all.
That's the same thing. You run out of.
Of course, you make it. It's called troubleshooting. You make it happen.
Yeah, that's it.
You make it happen. Yeah. Imagine you got 30 people, 40 people in a line on your food truck, and just because a little electricity gonna stop you, hell to the no. I got propane, which is love. Yeah, I understand you 1,000. I do it every. I can't wait for the next hurricane. I do it every hurricane.
I can wait.
I see.
I'm crazy.
I follow you on IG.
Yeah.
Where all the max spots at now? You got super duper spots.
You only got 19 of them.
No. We had so going back to COVID. I think some business models that might have been relevant pre-COVID. I think COVID kind of changed the way that people.
A lot of thinking words.
You know what I mean?
I feel you with the pickup delivery.
Yeah, because I think COVID, a lot of people got comfortable eating at home, ordering, ordering online. Like even like the movie business, a lot of things. Like, you know what I mean?
I love it too.
You know what I mean?
It's all about streaming home now, chilling.
Yeah, they
home is the best thing in the
stuff
house.
Be still in the theater and you could just buy it in your crib and you just watch it in your house, ordering food and watching it home.
On top of people getting comfortable doing that, the way the streaming services said no problem. When a brand new movie comes out, don't even go to the theater. That shit goes straight to Hulu
it takes a minute though.
No, brother, it doesn't.
Some
of them
blockbusters take a week.
No, of course. But there's a couple of them that they go straight to like Disney Plus, HBO. Like this is what it is.
You chill out. You
can wait a week.
You order your lobster mac and cheese and you watch it.
And you watch.
But forget about the movies. I mean, like so during COVID, nobody was making movies. So like you had like these networks like Netflix and. They started being the content creators, and they started. Correct. So they making things that's better than stuff in the movies. Like some of these productions and these.
I mean, we got verses in the goddamn during the.
Shout out Drink Champs.
Shout out Drink Champs.
We got I'm saying the versus series happened during that time. It was fantastic. D Nice was killing it.
Sidebar. I was watching the Drink Champs shit with Jadakiss the other day, right? I called Nori and shit. That nigga Jadakiss said when Nori repossessed when he repossessed the dap and shit. Yo,
got him.
Hey, bro, listen, I was dying fucking laughing with that shit,
was good.
Bro. I was like, only Nori could do that shit.
Only Nori, the only one that can think of that up.
Word up.
This nigga repossessed a dap.
Legendary.
Yo, but but so COVID kind of changed the mindset of people, which made me have to kind of pivot
your
in
business
that, right?
plan.
So you know, we had a couple of like full dining restaurants. We pivoted from full dining to ghost kitchens to slash like takeout spots.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
Because, you know,
there's a bunch of becauses.
Yeah, like
it's more lucrative. Is what it is.
It's definitely more cost effective. I mean,
Yeah.
the overhead.
People are not gonna stop eating macaroni because you switched it from a sit down to a takeout.
I'm in the same radius that I was when we was in before. So like,
Guaranteed.
as far as like all the online Uber Eats, DoorDash, all that stuff, only difference is it's coming out of a different kitchen.
Teach. You started strictly takeout. You had a fucking food truck that was booming with 300 people waiting in line at a food truck.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They only got 1 hour on lunch, and there's 300 people. It's a 3-hour wait, and they doing it.
You made it nice. We're having a Super Nintendo there.
No, you killed it. You killed that.
It up, but that was it. Like it was a pickup.
I gave him that idea. Not just fucking.
You did it. Why don't you take that?
He alive.
I'm fucking with you.
Puerto Rican tales.
I'm fucking with you.
Let me go back to the food truck real quick. So Bun B, right? Bun B was somebody that like really influenced me to even go on this journey in the first place because I didn't really see it and he saw it.
You mean food truck period or
not
restaurant?
Even
just food period.
Just getting into the food business. It was a time where like, because I was still doing music, but I would do barbecues in my house. Like I would do like, you know what I mean? Like when we would come off the road, I would do like barbecues in my house. But like, you know, Flo Rida coming to my barbecues and Juwan Schrader from MB6 and like, you know what I mean? Like I got like tastemakers coming to my crib and then they talking about it and I'm posting about it. So Bun follows me on Instagram and he would see the lobster mac. He like, nigga, I'm coming to town. I need that lobster mac.
Word
so
up.
from the first time I brought him a pan of lobster mac, every time he would come in town, it like turned into like ritual. Like every time he was there.
I want to say something. Didn't you you ship some lobster mac and cheese to like it went like a package?
I had seen that too.
Oh, he's shipping.
I saw that.
He's shipping them.
No, he's a Ferg.
Oh yeah, Ferg. So
Yeah,
right,
I saw that.
So we're on Go Belly now. Go Belly ships nationwide.
Oh,
so
I didn't even know there was nationwide shit.
Yeah,
Oh, word.
We ship Monday through Thursday nationwide. So we basically freeze it.
That's hard.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Yeah, like we shipping lemonade, mac, everything, whatever nationwide. But Bun went, so it came to a point where like every time Bun would come in town, he like, yo, I need that lobster mac, and and so when he started doing the Gumball 3000, the Cannonball Run kind of thing that they do with the high end cars.
Oh,
and
I seen him.
He when he was staying at the W on the beach and he called me and told me to bring a bunch of food and I brought it and he was like, yo, I want to show you something. He was like, just because he kept telling me like, yo, you need to do something with this food shit. And I'm like, nigga, I'm not jumping back in no kitchen, man. You crazy? And so then when we went to the shit. He was like, yo, just post up at the bar. I want to show you something. And he called all the dudes down from the Gumball 3000. He opened up the shit and they came down there and they like, oh shit, yo, order another pan. Who made this shit? Order another pan. And he just turned around. He's like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when everybody left, he sat me down for like 45 minutes and he's like, yo, bro, listen. I know you're doing this with Pitt. I know you got this going. I know boom, boom. But he's like, yo, you need to stop bullshitting with this food thing. You got something special, right? And every time I would tell him why I shouldn't, he would have an answer why I should.
A rebuttal,
right? And I was like, yo, you know what? You're right. And I gave him my word. This was in 2014. I gave him my word. This was like the end of 2014. I incorporated my company October 2014 and we launched 2015. So I gave him my word that I was gonna do that. And he was like, yo, when you open up your restaurant, I'm gonna be the first person in line. When I open up my fucking restaurant on fucking yo, bro, when I open, yo, I swear to God.
I remember the picture.
When I open up my restaurant, my first brick and mortar restaurant on 2nd Avenue, right before we was about to cut the shit, him and his wife pulled up in a black Suburban and jumped out, and this nigga was the first person in line in my restaurant. Cut the shit like hard. You know what I'm saying? So when I be talking about Bun, and I'm like, yo, like homie is like just like
Superman
a solid
of his word.
Yeah, like just like a solid.
Yeah, that means a lot.
Solid individual.
And
man.
he had
like,
faith in you and
super.
Yeah, and
but you can do it.
But he's also like, you know what I mean?
Put
It's
the
like
gas in his engine and even do the shit.
Yeah. Yo, bro, but like Bun is a legend, right?
Yeah.
Like, Bun, you know what I mean? So for somebody for somebody to be like so legendary, but then also just be so humble and
so
just
authentic
so
like that,
authentic, man. It's like, yo, bro, like
so even before I know you said Bun. he even inspired you or even lit the match that made you even do it, you wasn't even thinking about doing the food business?
No, I wasn't even on that. Like,
Okay.
He saw that. He was telling me.
My
like,
second
yo,
question though, the recipe. I seen it, brother. I seen the 35 cheeses you throw in there, but motherfuckers don't even play. But I didn't know how much love
even know there was
someone
35
put
cheeses.
inside
35,
macaroni and cheese. I'm Puerto Rican. We grew up Puerto Rican in
Rock
Chi-Town.
tails.
We were so poor that all we had was the regular powdered cheese.
The powdered cheese.
You smell me? That's probably why I never ate this shit, right?
The powdered cheese.
Then I'm
is not
saying
in
Gruyere cheese. I can't tell you the rest.
It's not in. It's
But what
not
I'm
in
trying to say
Hasselback.
is I saw the love you put into it. That was your recipe or was that your dad's recipe? You know, because I know you were inspired by your pops heavy duty.
Well, I was inspired by my pops in terms of
work wise, like ethic.
My dad was a blue collar dude. Like my
word?
dad was he wasn't a cook or nothing like that. But the inspiration from my dad. No. The inspiration from my dad just came from a legacy standpoint, right? Like I'm just like, damn, like you know, like what's my legacy, right?
Word.
Like and what can I do to keep my legacy going? Like, you know what I mean? I wish I had me and my dad, when my dad and my mom got separated when I was like 14.
Word.
And, you know, obviously, you know, like when you spend more time around your mom, you kind of side more with your mom, whatever.
Right.
When I got older.
My parents got divorced when I was 2. So imagine who I sided with. Word.
Right.
Go ahead.
But then
I stayed with my mom's. Word.
When I got older and like started kind of rebuilding relations, my dad was a cool ass motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know.
Didn't work.
It just didn't work out. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And but you know, like you understand as you mature, your understanding on things change.
Of course.
And we built a better relationship. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
And you know, my whole thing was like just legacy, right? And like so.
But the recipe was yours then.
Yeah, the
That's
rest.
what you
Well,
said.
so when I went to school, my family's Trinidadian, and so my family they make it's called macaroni pie. So it's like that. It's heavy on the eggs. It got carnation milk, all it, but you can actually literally slice a square piece of that and scoop it up, and it's like
a lasagna
it's
type
holding
shit.
up, yeah.
Word.
And then when I went to school, they taught me about the rules. The rules is like
Right.
butter,
How you
flour,
thicken it,
cheese. So
word.
yeah, and then so like I just basically my style was more like a fusion of
I seen you make it, brother. I said,
yeah.
this ain't no ghetto ass cheese. Hold on.
No. But
Yeah,
then
I grew up with some fucked up shit. That's why I never ate it.
No, but then
I was like, I don't eat
understanding
that powdered cheese.
But then the
shit.
culinary side of me.
So-
like when you go to culinary school, they blindfold you and they make you taste seasoning and taste. So you gotta understand
You went
taste.
to
You
real
use your real
culinary
palate,
arts.
right?
Yeah,
This
you
ain't
gotta-
because people eat with their eyes. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
Right.
if you take away the vision, now
Right.
you have to. It heightens the sense of your
You gotta know
of
what
your
you
taste.
Yeah.
I can talk
So-
about this all day. I know what you mean.
So
Beautiful.
So for me, I understand like. You know, like if you want the cheese pull, that's the mozzarella. If you want the,
That's
you know,
what I understand.
you know, like you got smoked cheeses, you got like Fontina that's
right,
like
the
really
Gruyere
creamy
and all
and the
them. Right.
Gruyères.
I got you.
So you just got to understand the different cheeses.
The cheeses, word.
right? But
How
then
they
once
fuse
you know,
together.
once you know how to put them together,
Yeah.
it's
Not
like,
every cheese goes together, motherfucker.
right. And then
Word.
but we got 18 different variations on the menu
Word. I know how
of mac and cheese. So like
Gangster.
this one might call for this. This one might call for Swiss cheese.
Word
I'm
up.
gonna do a cordon bleu. Cordon bleu is Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like,
Whatever you put in a lobster mac and cheese is the.
Oh, this guy
fucking-
can't speak. He's
No,
scared.
I
don't
can't-
eat seafood, but
I
he
can't
can't
stop
stop talking about
about it.
lobster mac. My wife loves it too.
When you say House of Mac, it's automatic. You better
Word,
get that
get the
lobster,
lobster.
mac.
That's what Big
if
Bun
you're
said.
not-
Even the one
That's what
with
Bun B
chicken
said.
is good too.
No.
I don't eat chicken, but
Chicken's
people
good.
tell me
All of
the
it's
Yeah.
good.
chicken one is
Yeah.
really good.
But the lobster is.
It's gotta be the lobster's
And
gotta
like
be
you
the
said,
go-to.
you switch up the cheeses and all of the.
yeah, like
Compared
depending
to-
on
that's a different cheese set that you put for the
yeah,
lobster.
because depending on what you're making, so,
Yeah.
like this cheese might sit better with it. Like if you're making a chicken cordon bleu, the recipe calls for Swiss cheese.
Exactly.
So if you know what I mean, so you know some of them is just basic knowledge of just recipes and cooking, and some of them is just like experimenting and trying different things, whatever the case may be. But the
How
bottom
many
line
times
is,
you walk in the kitchen and you see someone fuck up the recipe?
well, I mean
Because that pisses me off.
well, it's a part of growth, right? And like,
Yeah,
and
no
that,
facts.
in the beginning, that was the thing. Like,
You gotta be consistent.
That had to
You gotta
really
be
good.
Consistency is the key. That's why.
No.
That's why. Not to cut you off, but McDonald's. Why are they so so popular because they're consistent. Because if I leave Miami and I go to motherfucking Texas, I don't like the food in Texas, but I see them golden arches. I know the Big Mac gonna taste the same.
Well, a lot of their stuff is
consistency. The food, not that the food is great, just that you know what you're getting.
Well,
you
with a
understand?
McDonald's or Chick-fil-A and stuff like that, a lot of this stuff is manufactured.
No. I'm not telling you the quality. I'm telling you consistency
Well, I'm
is the
saying the
key.
consistency-
Because if I know that how
manufactured
Big Mac
shit,
sauce tastes, and I don't like the food in Idaho,
Right.
I see the golden arches up the block, I'm
Right.
gonna get that, not because it's better, because I'm safe with that palate. I know that
Well,
that Big Mac sauce tastes the same
Like,
here
if
as
there
it does
was
in
a
Miami.
House of Mac
You smell
to
me?
me.
Well,
House of
speaking
Mac
on-
fucking Texas,
it
I'm
should be
going to
consistent.
Texas.
But
I'm going to House of Mac.
that's branding, right? Like
Yeah,
Correct.
that's branding.
So
Correct.
Consistency
branding
should be the key, though. You know what I mean?
But it's affiliation.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when you
So
brand,
branding
it's
is
in your head.
it's like when you go to the supermarket, right? And it's like, are you gonna buy Fruity-O's?
Yeah.
Or you gonna buy
Fruit Loops, right.
Right? Like you gonna buy
No, that's
Kaboom, or you gonna
Yes.
buy Captain Crunch?
But I'm not talking about the branding of it, because guess what? If I
I
like
like
Kaboom,
Kaboom.
if I like
I fuck
Kaboom,
with
if I
Kaboom.
like Kaboom, because I'm a hood dude, because it's
No,
cheaper.
because it's $1.99.
Hold on, because
for a bag.
I'm broke. But if
But
I
it
like
tastes
the
like
taste
shit.
of it, if I buy Kabooms in Miami
it
or in
tastes like
Chicago,
shit.
it better taste exactly the same.
Right,
That's
but-
why I say consistency is the key.
But that's my
You know
point.
what I mean?
But that's
I want your lobster and mac to taste the same every time I go back to get it.
right. But that's
feel me?
that's a point that I'm making in terms of like
Yeah.
branding. Like House of Mac is a
Yeah.
brand.
It's a
right?
brand. No,
like,
guaranteed.
So you expect a certain you expect a certain level of consistency,
quality
a
and
certain,
consistency. Yeah.
quality and all that by you
Big
buying House
facts.
of Mac. But that's what branding is. Branding
Yes.
is like, you know what I mean? Like you go to the supermarket,
You want-
Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles is popping. You buying that. Right. Like you're gonna buy that before you buy like the Walmart brand of that. Or you're gonna buy, if you like Kabooms is cool. But
Right.
if you know what I mean?
If you
I
want
understand.
the real, yeah.
That's why I'm going past branding, because I'm saying I'm looking at the thing. Cool. The branding got me to House of Mac. I love the way you branded it. Now let me eat my first chicken macaroni and cheese.
Right.
Ooh, I love this.
Right.
I don't restaurants that I really love, I don't frequent every week because I want to make sure that every time I go there, it's always awesome. And it's like it's always like, man, every time I come here, I know it's an experience, right?
yeah.
So now next time I come back, that chicken macaroni better taste exactly the same way I imagined it, right?
Right.
And it does. That's
Right.
consistency. If it doesn't, I don't care how cool your brand is,
Right.
I might not come back a third time. It takes one fuck
Right.
up for me for
Hold
someone
on.
to
This
lose a
just popped
customer.
in
You
my
know what I
mind
mean?
right now. You're not on Second Ave no more then? I mean, on
Nah, we
Second?
just moved right
He
around
just-
the corner.
he's saying that.
We moved. So we're on. You know what
No,
Kush is
because
at?
I work right around the corner.
No, I know.
I want to be close because
Well, we
sometimes
close
I be
to
getting
Valley.
the food. Sometimes I be getting the food.
It's
Nah,
still
we,
close.
so we a block away from Kush right now.
Oh, I know
okay.
exactly
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
on the
yeah.
other side of the where the railroads are.
Exactly, right there.
He's
So-
saying they're doing a Winwood Eatery.
Winwood
No,
Eatery.
I already.
Couple
Yo,
spots,
I didn't
you know
know
what I
that
mean?
was an eatery.
They got that
Yeah.
in West Palm,
It's
as a matter of
it's
fact.
40 restaurants in there.
They got that in West Palm. I don't know. You saw the one. You seen the
They
one in
got
West Palm?
They got it in Orlando. They about to
I've been
open
to the one in West Palm,
Yeah.
and bro, let me tell you, I ate out of 35, I ate 8 different restaurants.
Yeah.
I tried everything.
Nah, it's dope. It's a dope.
I tried everything.
It's definitely a
Good
dope
concept.
It's definitely a dope concept.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I've been seeing the truck there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When I come to, when I go to work,
Yeah.
I see it. I was like,
Yeah, the
damn,
truck
why
parked
is it over
outside.
here?
yeah. And
Yeah.
but
I'm
anybody,
thinking, it's still
you ain't
it's
gonna
far
lose
away
a
from
customer
where-
because you didn't have to sit down.
Nah,
they
bro.
just they
No,
gonna follow
man.
you. The
Let me
following
tell
is
you
gonna
something.
be
It's
there.
the
Listen.
food, it's-
Yeah,
Listen.
that's what trust me.
From
Food is the best way.
From a consistency standpoint, like I feel you 100%, and that's my hesitation in scaling. Like I got dudes call me every day, ball players and this and investors. Yeah. Let's open one in Atlanta. Let's open this.
Right.
And exactly what you're saying. That's not a fear, but just the hesitation.
Yeah.
And just like making sure I'm taking my time and making sure I got my ducks lined up and making sure that I can deliver consistency.
Well, that proves that you're a real businessman.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do that, you ain't shit.
Yeah,
man.
because
well, restaurant business, if you're not consistent, nothing else matters.
No.
Like, you know what I mean?
But you
If-
can't open a
if-
restaurant just being hyped because an all-star wants you to open it. You see what I mean?
Exactly.
You gotta make what you just said was
You're
right.
doing the right thing. You're doing the
Yeah,
right thing.
that's big facts. Yes, sir.
and
So-
you still got the Brightline things.
Well, Brightline, so
the Brightline. that's
going
what-
back to
that hurt the
Brightline
pandemic, right?
COVID.
Yeah,
COVID.
COVID.
So Brightline closed for 2 years.
Oof.
Wow.
They, like we're inside of
Yeah, exactly.
a food
Yeah,
hall.
but,
Yeah, they
but-
closed their gates.
What
so
people don't understand is the money you put in to build that bitch.
600,000.
Yeah, yeah.
600,000
And
down
you
the
don't-
drain.
But you ain't have to even say the number. all that shit goes down the drain. If you close for 2 years, that's a long time to be closed.
Nah, listen, bro. Listen, and even with that, I ain't even tripping, man. It's like
Right.
you win some, you
It's
learn.
a
Wait
some.
till you
learning
listen.
process,
Yeah, it's
man.
learning
It's a
curve.
Saying
learning
it's
process.
like some lessons cheap and some are expensive, but like
Facts.
at the end of the day,
But if it didn't shut you down completely, that's a beautiful thing.
nah. At the end of the day,
that's
it's
it.
about you know how you respond. I learned this from Damon John too.
come back.
Damon is like Damon John.
Yeah.
That's one of my really dear friends, but also like one of my mentors. And he got this thing where he says life is 10% what happened and 90% how you respond, to it. Right?
Right.
And like
I believe in that.
It's real.
so, you know, it's like, man, like some shit is just gonna happen and you don't really got no control over
Correct.
whatever that shit is. It happened and it happened and it might not be pleasant and it might not be whatever, but it's like how do you respond to that is what's gonna kind of define the
Yep.
situation.
Yeah, I believe
Because
that
somebody could have
100%.
completely broke down
Yeah.
and said, "Yo, it's the end of the
Those
world.
are weak-minded
I lost
motherfuckers.
everything. Fuck this job.
I mean, it's not necessarily weak-minded, but you know,
Well,
like
the reason why I say
But
that
it-
is because I
over-exaggerated.
feel that when you're weak-minded and unexperienced, also not just weak-minded, but weak-minded and unexperienced, you break down harder than someone who's
that's
been
a large
in that
loss.
situation.
Like, that's a large number.
Yeah, but
for
when
someone to lose
but
that
that
and
wasn't
to-
his only location.
No, of course not.
That's
what I'm
why.
trying to say
You know
is
what I mean?
because
Wasn't
he's
the
a
only location.
different person.
He's built different.
I
I think people are not built for certain situations.
Yeah,
It's just what it
exactly.
is.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, experience gets you there. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
listen, this shit is like either shit is gonna make you or it's gonna break you, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And you know, and that's just life as a whole, man. This shit, nobody said this shit gonna be easy,
Right.
right? Like nobody said this shit is gonna be a walk in the park, and
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, you know, like somebody look at a pit bull and be like, "Damn, this motherfucker missed the work." Yeah, but bro, you ain't looking at the
You ain't
fucking
looking
10,
at the
15
grind.
years
Yeah.
The grind.
work
Word.
that,
You
you know what I'm
look
saying?
at
And,
shit.
you
No
know,
one looks at that.
the days when homie Ribs was touching his back and all of that
Word.
other shit, like it
Word.
ain't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Word,
All
word.
you see is a success. You don't see like all the work that was put into it. You know what I mean? And but the number one thing that I see with most people that I see is consistent is they ain't quit.
That's
They
it.
just kept going.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like shit get crazy. Like yo, like this shit gets crazy
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah, life is
You know what I'm
real.
saying? Life is real, right? For everybody. Like
Everybody.
Like even if you
different
look-
levels, but it's still real.
like Damon is one of my mentors, right? But like really like that's my man. Like, you know what I mean?
You trust the shit
Like,
out of that.
no, it's my man. But like if you listen to his story, like when they first started with Fubu, right? People thought Damon was working at fucking Red Lobster as a server. Right? Driving a dollar cab and doing all this other shit. And he started Fubu. Nigga had like 6 jerseys. And he would take them to video shoots and put them on somebody and take the shit back.
Take
Word.
it back.
And take it to another video and put it in somebody else. Right? And everybody was thinking that the brand was like this big ass brand.
Word.
But
Yeah,
it
6
wasn't
jerseys.
that. Right?
Word up.
Oh, that's a good.
Know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope.
His mom's had to refinance a home to get funding to, you know what I'm saying, keep
The
the
launch
shit going.
Right.
But yo, them niggas put $6 billion on the board.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
If you can't
he
respect
could have gave
that.
up. But I'm saying he could have gave up. He could have been like, yo, I ain't
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
Yo, like, yo, bro, like
a lot of people gave the fuck up, I'm sure.
he kept going.
Yeah.
Right? And like, you know, there was a time like when Pitt's dad died, like between Pitt's first album, I don't know, like if you listen to Miami and you listen to El Mariel, right? El Mariel is like really dark. Like you listen to the records on El Mariel, but his dad had just died, right? Like his pops had just passed away. He had just like kind of reestablished a relationship with his dad, and his dad had just died. And if you listen to a lot of records on El Mariel, they was really dark. And a lot of people counted him out when he went into the
You
second
okay?
album, because the second album ain't necessarily performed the way that the first album did.
Yeah.
Right, right,
It was a
right.
little-
And then he signed to Sony, and then the Planet Pit album, and then
Forget about it.
And then he had man, we came out, Give Me Everything Tonight, and
No, he
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
came out with
forget it.
back-to-back hits.
They were-
They were global hits, though.
Smacking,
You know what I mean?
for sure.
But there was a time where people counted him out with like he was like they
Guaranteed.
were like he was over.
Guarantee.
Of course.
And like,
I think they counted him out before he even made it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
but guess what? He kept
Yeah.
going.
yeah, it's
right?
who he is what happened.
He kept going.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like you got to put energy in it. Like, yo, bro. Like when I did my food truck, right? Like I walked away from music. I had like a few $100,000 put away or whatever, but I still had like my personal bills. I still had like whatever.
Yeah, life.
I bought my truck.
Yeah.
When I went and bought my first food truck, $90,000. I paid for that shit cash.
Right.
She like, how you financing? I did the bag shit.
Right.
Like,
I don't need a loan, bitch. Here we go.
Yeah, like,
you know how to count?
Right.
Word.
But like, when I bought my first food truck, that shit was a lemon. So I put like 100,000 into some shit that like was breaking down every week, this and that, third. So I like in my mind, I'm like, yo, I put this shit in the universe to the point where it's like I'm not gonna be denied.
Word.
I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this shit. I didn't even know how I
lemon
was
ain't
gonna
gonna
do
stop
it.
me.
I didn't know where the money was gonna come from. I didn't know whatever, but I knew that like, yo, like this is some shit that I wanna do and I'm gonna do it.
Right.
And that's why energy is important. That's why like, you know, like when Big was on
Super
that
important.
Ready to Die shit, nigga
Word.
died. When Pac was talking
man.
all that, I'm just saying like
No, it's big facts, man.
the energy
Big
that
facts.
you
True, the energy you put
out, he comes back. Word, I ain't
energy is real.
Word up.
Like when you know what I'm saying? Like so if you
That shit real as fuck.
if you willing success or you willing like yo like you know what I'm saying, like
It's coming.
you putting that shit in the universe and the universe is real, but like when you willing all that negative shit and all that fucked up
comes
shit,
too.
that shit comes
Yeah.
to you, bro. Like I
Big
mean that's
facts.
just real talk.
No.
Big fact.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
Universe
that.
is listening.
People
I
hear
agree
what
with
you
that. I agree with that.
see what you just said. A lot of motherfuckers say that, but in a positive thing, like yo, put that in the universe. It's positive. But you put negative shit in the universe, that bitch
Universe
come back
is listening.
too.
Yeah.
Bro,
Word
it's
up.
real shit,
Listen,
right?
Word up.
It's real.
So, you know, it's like, bro, like, you know, energy is important. What you put out there is important.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's times, bro,
So
like
with
where
all the
I
breakdowns and everything, you still like, yo, I'm
Yeah, it's
I'm
like-
in.
Listen, I ain't go,
I'm there.
and not to cut. I've seen him in the
No,
jump,
no,
in the
I
jump,
know.
and I said, "That's my bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't." To help him was the easiest part. To watch him though, because you were in the kitchen with me, you seen him.
Of course.
Like I seen the persistence, and that's without that. I always said to myself on a personal, I never told you, but I said if he don't have this persistence, this drive, you don't want to wake up early in the morning, you don't want to do the prep, you don't want to get that truck ready, you ain't gonna make it.
yeah, no, for sure.
Motherfucker was there before us.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
he was there before fucking us.
Teachers was-
And I
was
told
ready.
him
He was ready.
as long as you use my restaurant in these hours, we Gucci. I have to do prep. He didn't waver one day. I'm walking in, I'm like, this motherfucker gonna be in my way. No, he's leaving. He's already done. I'm like,
cleaning up. He's
fuck
cleaned
him.
up and he's out.
You dig? And that persistence, that hustle, that drive is when I said, this motherfucker's gonna make it. He don't give a
appreciate that,
fuck. He don't give a fuck what anyone else says. He's gonna make it. And I knew that
man.
from the drive.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I said it from the drive. I said he's gonna make it. You can't. I see because I'm a business owner, so I look at those little things. That's what matters to me. Is he
see,
waking up early to do this? Is he
seen
really
that.
getting it in?
Well,
you know?
at least I seen that,
I knew it.
but I seen the extra shit that he did before.
yeah, so you knew who he was.
So I knew who he was.
And who you are
So,
at that time,
I was
like
like,
we said
he's
earlier,
gonna
because it's
knock
not
this
what
out.
you sell, it's how you
Yeah,
sell.
yeah. I
That
said he
drive
gonna
is gonna
knock
make
this
you.
out.
Is
Yeah.
gonna make you an all-star. Period. I already knew though. Because you know I already know. I knew who you was. But when I saw that food truck shot, I said, "All right, I see what's gonna happen here. This go." And then the
we-
was not that it was smooth. It was It was a little fast. But it was awesome.
but
It was
it
well
was-
deserved. How about that one? Because you
well
actually
deserved,
already did
word.
put the legwork in for years.
'cause you-
Wait, even if it
everybody
wasn't
knew you
food,
around
even
here.
in music, you still did the grind. And I had to respect that from jump. You
I
know what I mean?
mean, I think
Guaranteed.
I think the way that we kind of popped off was really good because we just kept our face clean out here. You know, what I'm
This is
saying?
big
It's just-
facts.
You know how many people came back around and was like, man, you gave me this, because there was like so many people that was on the come up that I just always answered my phone. I always just tried to, because I was that guy at one point where I just needed somebody to pay attention to what I was doing. So when I got in a position to be that guy,
Word.
like it was so many dudes interning and trying to get on and trying
Right.
to do this and that and third, and I just always answer my phone.
Word
and,
up.
and it don't cost me nothing to try to help people. And
That's big facts.
But like when I started my journey, like when I started the food journey, it was so many people circle back around. It was like, bro, you changed my life. And you don't even know you changed my life because this advice you gave me, or you took this meeting with me, or you whatever.
Right.
And I didn't do it. When I was doing a lot
you
of
weren't
stuff,
doing it for that reason.
I wasn't doing
It's
it
just
for
who
that
you
reason.
was. Who you was.
It was just like,
I ain't
man,
gonna lie. You answer my phone every motherfucking time.
Nah, but I
Come
mean,
on.
it's like you know, when I was trying to figure it out, I was just like, man, I just need an opportunity. I'm not asking for no handout. I'm not asking for nobody to give me nothing. I just need you to see that, like, your homie, I'm willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
Like, maybe more so than the dudes that you got around you right now. Like, I'm willing to put in the work.
Harsh reality, right?
You know what I'm saying?
And it could be a humongous reason why you're super blessed right now. God is good all day. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Oh, thank God.
I hate when people tell me, "Oh, I've been doing this, nothing's happening." That's why it ain't happening, because you're waiting for it to happen, motherfucker. Right. It don't happen on your time. It happens on His time. If it happens, is what matters.
You gotta keep grinding and keep working.
God could bless you at 20, or He could bless you at 50.
Exactly.
It's when it's on His time, not yours. And you keep waiting and asking for it. That's why it ain't happening to you.
Yeah, it's like, man, you know, like, dudes. I mean, the grind is a grind, bro. Like,
this is
you know
fact. We all know.
It's just like, you can't.
But if you're doing it because you're waiting for a blessing to come back, that's not how it works.
So goddamn, I mean, 2 hours of pleasure, and you ain't got to deal with it. Yeah, that shit is because you ain't got to deal with all of the fucking back end bullshit, and you couldn't deal with that shit.
I understand what you're saying, but you're trying to say the balance of it. Basically, like, it ain't even worth that shit. Like, who you built this 20-year fucking dynasty with?
That's a different.
You know what I mean?
It's a whole different
blessing,
situation, and it takes a lot.
I'm with a single motherfucker who really wish he could build something. I'm not stunting on that. I'm not stunting on that. I just speak to him on a real level, but let me tell you, to fucking swipe left all day. Yeah, this is some bullshit ass shit, man. No one wants to meet someone in person. I want to meet my boy in person.
I'm a dirty low life.
Yeah, I want to meet my girl in person.
We know it.
We know it.
Hey, listen, man, we love you, man. Ain't no
I don't judge my bro with nothing.
Love me or hate me, but you know,
I don't judge him. You know what I mean?
I'm a bottom feeder.
I don't judge him.
Literally.
I don't want to tell you about the
ladies. You like it? I don't want to.
If I give him Baba Go, I'm gonna have to tell him about the hemorrhoid story. You ain't gonna like it too much.
Yeah, I'm telling you about that.
No, we cannot tell him about the hemorrhoid story.
Hey, yo, bro, but not for nothing. You know how many niggas I know? You know how many niggas I know, like from Luke days and shit, where Luke would just be like, yo, whatever.
Yeah.
Niggas that got families and kids and all that shit right now that like, man, nigga, you somewhere on camera eating some random bitch ass in buttfuck Egypt.
It don't matter where you at.
No matter where you was at.
And now you like a, you know, niggas is professional. No, I'm saying.
No. He's talking about the transition.
No,
you did that.
Shit
now
was
you
20 years ago, but like now, you know what I'm saying, niggas.
But I started eating ass at 2009.
That's 20 years ago.
I started eating that. I was at like a heavy ass.
How you feel about that, man?
I love it.
How's he feel about it?
Yeah.
Way past that.
I'm foul. But you gotta eat the pussy first. You gotta eat the pussy first, and then you eat the ass.
And then you cross the bridge. And
then you cross the bridge.
It's like South Beach.
You go downtown.
It's like South Beach.
You go from South Beach to downtown.
Hold on.
You're really downtown.
I'm gonna interview you now. So what's the criteria? Like what? So
ain't no him.
Yeah, let's
I'll take a sweaty ass. I'm giving you came from the gym.
Teach. Teach.
I'm good with that.
He think because the bitch came out the gym with a sweaty ass because she sprayed anything, but even that Winn-Dixie spray, it don't
matter.
That shit's horrible, man.
Know, but it don't give it the funky smell. It give it the
No, it's drip. No,
stripper. I like the stripper smells.
Damn.
Yeah, foul.
Febreze.
Is it Febreze?
I don't know.
Febreze is way better.
That's how long you ain't been
Febreze.
That's how long it's been?
Yeah, well, we out the game.
That's when he stopped promoting records. That's how long ago he ain't been in the strip club.
You remember Pitbull? That's when Febreze came out, right?
Yeah, it was Febreze days back then, though.
So what's the standards though? Like,
my foulness is no standard.
He doesn't care.
It's pretty foul. I like chocolate there. That's Chongas.
Wait,
you know that.
Hold on. Platform heels and shit.
No, wait.
It could be platform.
No. Let's slow down.
Or once you get full.
I know you don't. You know when you buy bread at Winn-Dixie, they got the chancletas $2.99. You know why he likes those? Them just barely fit the bitch foot. The bitch foot dirty because she's dragging on the ground.
But you know what? Their pussy in the ass is not funky though. That's the crazy shit.
Say what?
Their pussy in the ass is not funky like the chancletas.
The chongas?
Rock. Yeah. They chongas look like they smelly, but they not.
Nah, shout out the chongas.
Yeah, I like chongas.
Awesome.
I fucks with chongas.
Shout out the chongas.
8th Street chongas are the best too.
Yo, that is stupid, bro.
The Chesapeake Hotel.
Calle Ocho.
He's sponsored by the Chesapeake Hotel Okeechobee. You know them $30 an hour jump offs?
What's the
Okeechobee.
Hey man, listen man.
I'm sorry, on Okeechobee, my bad.
At least you honest about who you are.
Dumb
man.
honest.
I ain't judging you, champ, but I
Teach.
definitely don't think you should be out here eating anybody ass.
No.
Teach, you drove out to Kendall. Ain't too much traffic. It's a little quiet. Imagine a bitch rolling up to your house in Kendall at 2 in the morning on a Harley. The Harley, you know what I'm talking about?
You know them Harleys is loud as
Hey, not only the bitch had a Harley, when she got to homeboy crib in the loud ass Harley in Kendall, the bitch she dared to take off her pants with two. Hold on, I'm gonna show you so you can really get a visual.
With some cauliflower
With two motherfucking hemorrhoids in the back of her ass. They're like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
I can't make this
I
up.
didn't eat that.
He didn't eat. He ate the pussy.
Oh, you got
You ate her
standards.
I
pussy.
got stand. No, you got him.
He ate her pussy.
Looking like cauliflowers popping out. I can't eat that.
Oh, so you got standards.
I got
Yeah,
standards.
yeah,
You ate the
standards.
pussy though.
He ate the
the
pussy.
It's not, I can't see the cauliflower, so
This guy, nigga,
I ate the
stop
pussy.
it.
Eddie, you stupid.
no, I ate the pussy. I just didn't go any
Yo.
low. I didn't go any lower than that,
That's horrible.
and it only stayed missionary.
And then he
I
smacked on
couldn't
that.
do doggy style.
He smacked on that. Get on that Harley,
no, I
girl. Get the
couldn't.
fuck up out of there. You ever come to Kendall with that loud ass Harley?
Hold on, wait a minute, wait. How many times you beat though?
Nah, just once.
One time? You couldn't get past the cauliflower.
No, it was done.
Okay, but hold on. I got a better one.
Cauliflower fucked my mind.
That's a
She's
bad.
already
That
here.
story horrible.
It fucked my mind up.
But this dude found the only two 300-pound crackheads.
yeah.
How you saw
You? Nah.
Eddie in Kendall?
But she
Alright.
wasn't that big, though.
250.
Hold on, hold on.
Crackheads are never big.
Hold on.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you real quick because this guy's gonna
Online shit.
Puerto Rican tales.
The Puerto Rican
Ain't
tales.
that's not a lie.
Okay.
You'll exaggerate.
Oh, well,
ain't judging
tell
you.
him the
No,
truth,
Listen,
though.
ain't no judgment,
And
baby.
this real quick,
Tell the truth,
Tell me,
though.
tell me.
I
I know the
on
truth.
Facebook. I met this girl on Facebook.
All right.
She was a little thicky.
A little.
Yeah.
She was thick. She was
On the
thick.
Thank
picture,
you.
she didn't look bad.
She looked bad. She was
Okay,
cool.
rock
So
and roll.
whatever. She said, "Come through." I said, "I came through."
We know.
I brought beers. I brought weed, and I had a
cigarette.
pack of cigarettes.
No condoms?
Like I said, I'm a dirty ass motherfucker. So
Eddie goes,
I didn't. You know what?
Teacher was
let's
waiting
not
for
even
the.
talk about that.
Teacher was waiting for.
I didn't.
He was waiting for. He was waiting for
Okay.
everything.
Right.
So anyway, we there.
It ain't in the package.
No, it's not in the
And
pack.
you're like-
So we there, we chilling, right? Boom, boom. And then she's and
He
then,
didn't think he was gonna fuck.
and then
Just
I
say
didn't
that.
think- I didn't think I was gonna fuck.
Bullshit,
So I
but
didn't
go
think no
ahead.
shit, but whatever.
You didn't care.
So she said, "Damn, I want to smoke." And I said, "All right, cool. I'm gonna roll up right now." She said, "No, I don't want to smoke weed." I said, "All right." I said, "The only thing I thought of other than that
Was what?
a Newport." I said, "You want a Newport, Mama? I got you."
I'm done.
Crack.
She said, "I don't want to smoke cigarettes. I
Not
want to
the
smoke
Crizzles.
crack."
Yes, sir.
I said, "What?"
Hold on,
For real?
teacher. Hold on.
Now,
Don't
mind you-
cringe yet.
She said she want to smoke crack. She already called the crack dealer to come
He
by
on the way.
crib. He's
Homeboy's on the way.
to bring some rocks. Now she told me
She was waiting for you to pick
he's on the way to bring me my rock, and I said, "Oh, word? He's on the way?" I said,
Wait a
"I've
minute.
never seen a human being sober
Smoke it. Then smoke crack. Right.
and to see the effects. I've always seen the effects. I just never seen
The startup.
the stuff."
This is why he stayed there.
So after I fucked the bitch,
No, hold on.
No,
That would be a good. That would be a good. That would be good. Yo, he didn't do that.
You know what's ill? I guess I got there.
Please tell him that line.
She already called the crack dealer.
right?
So I guess when I got there,
Oh shit.
it took him like
Couple
10 minutes.
Yeah.
From when she told me she wanted to smoke
Crack dealers come faster than weed
So I
dealers.
said,
You know
oh,
that.
shit. So boom, he's at the door. Got the crack. And I said, I'm a little interested in this because I've never seen somebody sober to smoke crack to see how the effect is.
So tell me, what
So I
happened?
said,
No,
let
no,
me
no.
check
Hold
it out.
on, please go.
So she goes and she hits the fucking pipe.
Watch it.
I watched
He
it.
watching. He taking notes.
She wished
nigga.
she had
taking notes.
Brillo, and I was like, "What the fuck you need Brillo for?" She said it's a filter. I said, oh, okay.
Oh, she a real Susie.
No, she was like crackhead.
She was a chonga?
She was a chonga, but she was.
This is Kendall, kid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay,
This is
okay.
Kendall. This is weird.
But anyway, so she took the shit and then, she started blinking.
Eyes rolling, right.
Eyes blinking like 1,000 miles an hour.
This next line is worth
goes,
$1 million.
We should have fucked before I hit this. Yo, I swear.
Because I don't want to do that no more.
I said, all right, you know what? I'm out. You're high.
You pay for
You're
it.
good. No.
You didn't tell Teach you paid for the crack?
Don't tell Peruvian tales.
What,
now.
you didn't know you were
never
paying
paid
for
for
it?
it.
No.
I
You
never
didn't
paid
know
for
you
it.
were paying for the
No,
crack.
I never paid. I didn't
But
pay for
didn't
it.
you say she asked you for money?
I left after she hit the shit and she was already done. I
No,
left.
good. No,
She
please
called
tell
me
this
back.
shit.
She called
and
me.
said,
She's like,
Then she
"You got
said,
20?"
"Yo, listen, if you just come back with with a 40, I'll suck your dick in the parking lot or whatever. We'll fuck."
Teach.
like, yo,
So
I
when
have
he
no-
came back with the 40,
So when I came back with the
tell this motherfucker. Come on.
I'm gonna stand up and say, I said, Mama, I have no money. I will not be going back.
Yo, so you know what he does?
no, that's
He goes
why-
back to the phone, swipes left till he finds another bitch. 10 minutes later, another crackhead ass bitch.
Yo, what's up
Next,
with you?
yes
No,
or
no.
Tell him that one.
It's no. She
not?
wasn't a crackhead. She did crackhead shit to me. I tried to fuck her. I got naked. She was in the shower. I got naked before she got whatever.
Bucket
She saw-
naked. He in
she
the-
saw-
he in the-
she
he in the
saw
bed
my
naked.
wallet on the floor, and she took all my credit card information, to pictures, and she, I had to get a whole new
Niggas
credit
got
card.
crackhead in your algorithm and shit,
Yo,
man.
This is big facts.
After I fucked with the crackhead, saw the crackhead, that crackhead.
She told her
algorithm was-
friends, you can fuck with this nigga, trust me. Tell him.
No, it was crazy.
She stole all your identity, everything. You had to
took all my
restart.
identity.
You had to restart all your credit
she took
cards.
my credit cards.
Yeah.
I had to.
That's your
get
identity,
new
just so
credit
you know.
cards.
You
And then
ate
I got
ass?
Experian that I paid now to lock my shit, so I'm good.
You ate ass?
Just
No,
nothing.
I didn't get nothing.
Teach.
She played me.
While she in the shower, her homegirl come in the
Eddie
room.
was-
He
Eddie was
butt naked
laying down
on the bed,
on
right?
boxer.
He look like Don Bailey, the rug dude. You smell me, right? He like this. He think
He's
I'm gonna
already-
get naked because she in the
Hold on,
bath.
this is my daughter. I gotta answer the call.
Yes, please do. I answer my
Hello?
daughter every time.
Dad,
Yes, daughter.
you didn't see my text?
I'm doing an interview. What's up?
Oh,
I got you on the mic right now too.
You on the
We
mic?
talking about
you
church
live.
right now.
Yeah, you getting recorded.
Hi.
What they
yeah.
do?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm gonna call you back when I'm done. Give me a second.
Wait, look at my text though, please.
That means you want money.
That means she need money. You sound like my daughter. She doesn't sound like my daughter calling you.
All right, give me a minute.
Bye.
That's why I ain't got,
Every
no,
time
that's why I
my
ain't got no
daughter-
kids. That's why I ain't got
No,
no
this
kids.
is big. Every time my daughter call me like that, it's like, how much you need?
How much you need?
Wait,
I ain't,
so
I ain't got no kids.
wait, so the
Teach us a
Don
beautiful
Don Bailey joint?
Oh, listen.
I
He figures since she's in the shower
was trying to escape.
that he
from
go hit, right? So what he do? He get bucket naked. He hurt, but he hairy as F. So he look like Don Bailey on his own carpets.
bro.
Yo, he get butt naked, and guess what happens while she in the shower? Her homegirl come in the room. He's like, what the fuck? You dig? It's her homegirl set up the whole scheme, took pictures of all his credit cards and stole his whole shit.
You seen the homegirl?
Yeah, she
I
talked
was
to her.
talking to her.
He talked
and
to her.
She supposedly, and I wasn't paying attention to what was going on.
Damn, Eddie.
She must have did some like.
You were
ninja
smoking the
shit.
crack or she was smoking the crack?
I didn't smoke no crack. There was no crack in the building at that.
How you
at
ain't
that
paying
day.
attention to your shit?
Cause I was shocked that her homegirl came in when I'm
Yeah.
naked and
He
shit.
like
I'm trying
this.
to
He
fuck-
covered up and shit. Like, what
I said,
happened?
"Whoa,
You
what's
smell it?
going
He
on
went
over
embarrassed.
there?"
And she like, why you all bucket naked with that
Yeah.
hairy ass back
No,
up in this bitch?
Yeah, you see, Puerto Rican tales. But yes, she didn't see my hairy back.
She saw. You can't hide it.
That need to be the new podcast, Puerto Rican Tales.
Word.
No,
Yeah,
he-
the
he
Puerto
We
know.
working on that.
No,
Bunch
it's just
Puerto
gonna be
Rican.
straight lies though. That's the problem. It's
No,
just-
it's the truth that they
No,
don't want. That people
no.
don't want. That people
It's
don't want to
straight
let people
lies
know.
with super exaggerations.
You don't want people to know the real truth.
No,
Now y'all be wildin' though.
no truth.
Yeah, no, he was bucket naked on that bed though.
Now y'all be wildin'.
I
Yeah,
did. I
but
did some
they
stupid
robbed
shit.
him. That's just real. That ain't no lie.
No, she robbed me.
So
But she took an Uber ride and got some.
it don't matter
She got
what
an
she
Uber
did.
ride and she got Uber Eats.
Boris,
That was it.
It
I
don't
was
matter
able
what.
to stop it there.
But you came back with that $40 though, so you smoked that crack though.
I didn't come back with nothing.
Damn, man.
What you talking about?
Eddie, you done. Eddie,
chat,
you don't gotta
man.
tell Teach, but we good.
No crap.
I ain't gonna tell nobody
Listen,
else.
man, but
Listen.
I got somebody you could talk to, man. You know what I'm
Ah!
saying?
Really? You got somebody?
Look at that.
Yeah, man. So shout out Dr. Sonny, man. Dr. Sonny.
Dr.
was,
Sonny, let's
Sonny?
get him. Shout
Yeah.
out.
Oh, she's a doctor?
Yeah, she's a therapist. I started taking therapy.
Kinda
Hold
what
on,
you
hold
need.
on. You want me to get help with a therapist?
Yeah.
Well, he
I thought you was trying to hook me up with a
he
therapist.
likes
He wants me to get help.
you getting it wrong. He likes the dysfunction.
Nah, I mean, I think
You know what I mean?
think you like the dysfunction.
You ever heard of
you
the
know
crew
what I'm saying?
Organized Confusion?
Yeah,
This
I
is
did.
a living proof.
No.
Teach. If I was 20
Fudge
years
Punch,
old,
right here.
I could understand you.
No, but I used to
I'm
be this.
already 40. I'm gonna be 48
me
in
too.
the 27th.
I think he's right.
I used to be the same way,
No,
man.
I'm
So-
already done.
Even Howard Stern said that
done.
talking to a therapist changed his life.
Yo, listen, you know, like people get help with every aspect of their life. Teacher Moses used to tell me this shit all the time. She'd be like, when people got this sickness, they go to this. When people got blah blah blah, they go to this. When people got mental shit, they got, and it's not even no
Hold on,
mental.
you saying
shit.
I'm mental? Teach?
No,
Calm down.
No,
You are, but calm down.
I got mental problems.
no. I'm gonna
A
tell you
little
this
bit.
about me, right? Like I went to prison when I was 16 to 23.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I knew you was locked up. I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, I know it's that.
Yeah. But like, there's a lot of trauma with the shit that I've been through
Oh, facts.
that I didn't even realize that I even
Yeah.
like I still deal with certain shit. So like even when we started interviewing, you be like, yo, this nigga always walking around with a screw face, or this nigga always whatever. I come from a place where like, yo, you can't talk about certain shit if you ain't living it. Like,
Word.
Yeah.
so like, I'm not talking about what I'm gonna do and all this other shit. I'm going to do it.
Exactly.
It's in your brain.
Right? It's in my mind is programmed
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like and speaking of Epps, I remember being in a club with this nigga at 609, and I think what was the gang? IMP,
IMP.
some shit.
That you was really fresh from New
Yo,
York.
and
You from Brooklyn?
I was
You
in
from Brooklyn,
that
right?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah, you were really fresh from Brooklyn.
Right.
Okay.
The way you said IMP, you was really fresh.
Yeah, and I walked through that shit, and one of them niggas spit in my face,
No way.
and I almost beat this nigga to death.
But why he spit in your face?
Because-
the way you were looking at him?
Nah,
No,
I'm going to the
'cause,
bathroom. You know,
were
them
New
niggas
York,
was lined up.
New York,
And they were assholes,
and
right?
they were assholes. They thought
Them
they was
niggas was lined up by the bathroom. and
Always.
Something told this nigga like, yo,
He
this
could do
might
that.
be a good idea or whatever.
Wow.
And then Epstein pulled me off of this nigga and took me in the VIP and put bitches on me and all this other shit. And
Big
I'm
up
like,
Epps.
and I'm like, homie, like, it's nothing that nobody can do or say right now that's gonna stop me from fucking
From murking,
splitting
right?
this nigga shit.
Yeah, facts.
Right now, like this is where my mind is programmed.
Yeah.
It's like I don't care. These niggas gonna have to kill me in this motherfucker,
Word.
but I'm gonna split this nigga shit.
Yeah, he picked the wrong one.
Yeah, like I'm just.
That's what happened.
It's just the way my mind is wired. It ain't even nothing personal. It ain't nothing
Yeah,
whatever.
no.
It's just like, homie, like I don't know why you could have said fuck my mama.
Word.
Nigga, it's so many different things you could have did that would have been
You
okay.
spit on
You
her.
spit in my face,
And
my
fuck
nigga.
your mama ain't even too okay.
No,
And that's not okay.
No,
It's
spit in
not
your
okay.
face is the
Spit in my-
worst
It's
disrespect.
like
That
it's,
was
it's
already past
nothing
the
I
line.
can do
Word.
to let this shit go.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What year did you
This
come
was-
down from Brooklyn? I want to know what
I
the
can't-
year. What year you
98,
came to
98.
Miami?
98.
Oh, okay, 98.
No,
I'm sorry.
98.
98
In the hype of all
is
of that.
too late for the IMP era. Like they was drizzling down, but let me tell you
But
something.
it was drizzling.
no, hold on. Teach. I came here in '85 for
What
Chi-Town.
gang was leveling? Leveling syndicates.
Syndicates.
So when I came,
But
And
no,
then-
but the only reason why I stopped you is because I came in '85.
Right.
So I seen
Yeah.
IMP when it was
syndicate or was
500 deep.
no, that
So
was
he was
IMP. But
syndicated.
then when I was working with Pitt was
That is
was-
no,
Pitt
that's
Pitt was going
syndicates.
through with Snowpack and
That's syndicates,
and,
right.
and Snowpack and Level.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But like and me and Level is cool now. Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like Level called me, praised for me, all of that other shit.
But
like-
he's on another level.
I
No,
only
no.
I only interfered you because since I came here so early, I seen. I know what IMP is, and the reason why when you're telling me that story, I'm like, holy shit, that's how they was. Well,
Yeah.
they was 500 deep every time.
Yeah, but like
That's how they
so,
was.
So
Disrespectful like that.
So when I was locked up in New York, you had Latin Kings,
Yeah.
you had Nietas, you had
What I tell you?
Yeah, no, exactly.
All this like
Everyone's saying the
Latin.
same.
It was
They
no
didn't have no Bloods, no Crips, no
like
nothing
only
that.
like black unity you had was Muslims 5%ers.
Not
You know
no
what I'm
gang
saying?
shit.
There was
word.
no gang shit. There was no
Word,
Bloods,
word.
no Crips, no none of that sort of shit.
Everyone
And
says that.
That's where the Bloods and the Crips kind of came
Everyone's
from.
word.
The origin of that shit came
Correct.
from that.
Correct.
Because it'd be like the Latin Kings and the Dominican powers beefing. But if they beefing with a nigga, they go to the yard and they be like, yo, listen, I know we don't get along, but we beefing with a fucking
Yeah.
Negro.
So we unity.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yo, we gotta
unite.
stick together on this shit. And
Facts.
that was the vibe.
Yeah.
Like when I came up, right? And I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I like, you know, I manage Pitbull I manage a Cuban. I'm here with y'all. I don't see color.
Right.
I don't
If
see
that,
none of
if
that
that
bullshit.
ain't proof, word.
I seen niggas from my block that was like Latin that when they went to jail, niggas flipped and got on some, you know what I'm saying, other shit and this and that. I ain't never been on none of that shit. I love people. Like I fuck with people. I don't give
Word
a
up.
fuck.
The human race.
I don't give a, no, but I'm saying like people when I say white, black, pink,
Exactly.
purple,
It don't
I don't give a
matter.
fuck if you're a millionaire. I don't give a fuck if you're a garbage
Right, right.
man.
Yep.
Just people. Period.
If your
People.
character speaks to me,
Correct.
if
That's
your
all that
character
matters.
speaks to me and you're
Yeah.
a good person,
Yeah, you like the energy.
I'm in the energy. I don't give a
with you.
fuck because
You
it's
see who
it's-
the fuck it is.
Some of the realest niggas might be your fucking garbage man or your
Gerald
fucking
right, word.
your you know what I'm saying, your average
Yeah,
Joe. Like,
yeah.
you don't gotta be like a
Yeah.
filthy rich nigga to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like
facts.
a person with a good fucking soul and a good, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yes. That means a lot.
Yeah, so that's always been my energy, right? But like on the same token, it's just like, homie, like, I don't give a fuck if you King Kong, my nigga. Like I don't give a fuck.
Don't
Right.
disrespect.
Kill me, nigga.
Right.
Like whatever you gonna do it, nigga. But if you do that to me, nigga, it's what it is.
Yeah.
Like and it ain't no personal shit, it ain't no whatever.
Yeah.
You just like it's just a lot of motherfuckers that try to hide behind all of the other bullshit. And I come
Right.
from a place where like, yo, that shit. Like if you say it, you gotta mean that shit, homie. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I come from places where you gotta be verified. You can't just say you this
Facts.
and you say you that and you say
That's
you
the
whatever,
real
whatever.
shit, word.
Right? Like and so we living in a time where niggas could say they this and they say they that and they say they did this and they say they did that.
Now you gotta
and they
prove
not
it.
that.
Yeah.
Right? I come from a place where like it don't
gotta
matter if
prove
you
that
say
thing.
you all of that. You
have
gotta
to
show
show
you that.
proof.
Facts.
You say you all of that, but I'm still gonna test your chin.
Facts.
Right? You can wear certain kind of jewelry and do certain kind of things if you wasn't from that, right? Like so that's just where I'm from. Like it ain't nothing
Big
personal.
time. Word.
So, nigga, I don't care if you 30 deep. Nigga, you spit in my face, nigga.
I've never, boy, let me tell you, I ain't never been spit in my face before.
wow.
But
Nigga
I've
spit
seen
in-
it happen.
I had glasses
That's
on.
the biggest disrespect in the
I had
world.
glasses on. So he
Word.
spit on them shit. And it's like
Yeah.
glasses. And the Epson, Lesson, all these niggas pulling me like, yo, nah, chill.
Chill my ass.
I'm like, homie.
I don't care what who
And
do
I'm
it.
looking at homie. And I'm like, homie, like, yo, it's a million different things you could have just did.
Yeah,
homie.
I'm just gonna wipe this and murder you right now. Word up.
It's no way this shit, for me,
It ain't
it's no way
sliding.
this shit's going away, bro.
There's
It's
no
no
way.
fucking way.
I'm on your
this shit's
side.
going away. I don't care. You gonna have to kill me.
I'm on your
nigga.
side.
You gonna have to murder me. You gonna whatever you thinking, whatever you gonna do, you gonna have to do that shit.
Big facts.
I came in here minding my business,
Yeah.
but right now, nigga, it's a problem.
This
and
is
I'm
my
not,
business right now.
Yeah,
I'm on your
And
This is
1,000.
the 90s, people. This is the 90s.
No,
no, it's the
if
90s.
this happened
it's the now.
today,
It's the
No,
now.
no, but
Yeah.
Fuck the 90s.
you don't spit in no one's face, my
listen,
G.
I lead with respect, bro. I walk into
Word
an
up.
elevator of people. I walk in a room full of people. Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Like, I'm not like, bro. Like, listen. Regardless of all my accolades, regardless of everything that I've done in life, this and that, third, homie. Like, I'm probably more humble than most of the niggas you see out here right now. I don't care about none of this shit. I believe in leading with respect.
Yep.
Word.
Right? Respect is important to me. You know what I'm saying? So like, you don't like I'm a treat. I don't gotta know you, but I'm
Right.
gonna respect you, and I'm gonna walk in the room.
Facts.
I could come in here right now this morning. Hey,
But
good
show
morning.
you the same fucking respect.
Good morning, brother. How you doing? How's everything? Blah, 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 blah. Like, it ain't gotta be no because I know who you are and I know
Right,
this
right,
and
right.
that. Third. It ain't gotta
Yeah,
be
yeah,
about none of this. Hold on a second. My mom calling me. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hey, you okay?
I'm glad you get a check-in from all your loved ones.
Huh? What's up?
My wife ain't called me yet. Shit.
From Ariel?
Oh, hey.
You ain't love.
Oh my, cause it's on my phone. Yeah, because it's on my phone
she
too.
gives you
I'll
bow,
fix
bow.
it. I'll fix it. Give me a second. All right. Bye.
Get the family check-in. I like that.
Love it.
But I'm just saying, like I actually fuck with Level now. Like it was a time where we ain't like each other and this and that and third. Level calls me now. Level calls me and prays for me and like, you know what I'm saying, ask me to participate in like food drives and shit like that now.
Hard,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like
that's a good
and there was a time where like these niggas was pulling the Cayocho with 38s with fucking electric tape wrapped around the bottom of that shit and this
no
that
fingerprints.
like,
we
you know what I'm
bodying
saying?
all of y'all.
And all I'm saying is like I was just standing with homie because I work with homie. You know what I'm saying?
People
but it's
grow.
just,
People grow.
People
you know
grow.
What I mean?
Man.
Like
And
the
that's a good
nigga Level calls me.
That's crazy.
Level calls me. He texts me. And he prays for me, and he asked me to come out, and like he does like food drives and and overtime.
I'm trying to get a part of that with Level. I ain't gonna lie to you. My dog James LeBron. He linked us.
Right, you know life too.
I ain't a low life, but like I come from that culture. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So James,
big up the low lives too.
Yeah, shout out low lives.
Yeah,
but like
Thurston, my bro.
Thurston, my brother, and Rudy Lowe, and
all of them. All.
Like I come from that. That's my culture from my neighborhood, and
Word
you know,
up.
like whatever.
Yeah, that's word up. That's
and
Brooklyn.
James is tapped into that. You know what I'm saying?
James, my brother.
Yeah, but like, but you know, like he knows all of the bullshit and all of that shit that was going on.
Big facts.
High school too.
I know
But
James.
like,
I was
listen,
15
bro,
years old.
Listen, it's a lot of shit we did or didn't do, whatever.
Word.
We was kids.
Word.
I respect Level. I respect, you know what I'm saying? I respect all them dudes for standing on what they stand on.
Word,
you know what
me
I mean?
too.
But I respect them for respecting me for what I stand on.
That's
you know
biggest.
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Big time. Big time. You a
know,
stand-up dude though.
But
You
that's
smell me?
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like
He ain't gonna show you respect if you ain't worth. You understand what I'm trying to
Homie,
say? Like,
listen,
I know how they think too.
I work with Luke, right? I work
Right.
with Luke. I work with the Lukes. I work with the Uncle Al's. I work with the Rosses, the Tricks.
Word.
Like I know how niggas come to Miami and they don't wipe their feet on the mat, right?
Word up.
Like I got a history. I went to Pine Lake Elementary, bro. Like I went to Richmond Elementary.
Yeah.
I just been back and forth my whole
of course,
life. Right?
yes. We could tell by the names, by the schools you just dropped. Word up.
But I'm saying like
Yeah.
Miami has always been a home for me.
Word up.
Right? And culturally, I just been a little bit different because I've been back and forth a few different places,
facts,
whatever
right,
case
right.
it be.
What
But
you
like,
see, what you do, where you
I
at,
don't,
right?
like first of all, I don't believe in that like, homie, like I know a whole bunch of real niggas from Miami and I know a whole bunch of pussy niggas from Miami. I know a whole
Easy.
bunch of real niggas from New York and I know a whole bunch of pussy niggas from New York. I know you know what I'm saying?
It
Like
don't matter where.
Yeah, like
pussy motherfuckers
everywhere.
and there's real motherfuckers.
You know, it's like
everywhere.
you can't just scream out an area code and like, yo, because
rep
I'm from
that.
here,
Yeah.
this mean this.
Yeah,
like, yeah, you
facts.
could be from there, but you this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't
I know
mean
what you
that,
mean.
right?
Word.
Like, so, like, I was raised in Miami. I was raised in New York. I'm the definition of somebody who's been raised and the reason why I probably shot the niggas that I shot in New York when I caught my case is because I was raised in Miami. You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
Like,
That's why I love the bottom.
So you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like when people start screaming like the area code shit or start screaming,
Yeah,
bro, it
fuck
don't really
all.
matter where
You don't
you
even hear
fucking
that.
from.
Word
Like
up.
especially Miami. Like ain't nobody from here. Like your family
Word
from Colombia,
up.
your
This
family
the
from Puerto
biggest
Rico,
melting
your
pot.
family from fucking Haiti,
Yeah.
your family like ain't nobody that's here like
From here.
Like
Yeah.
everybody is
right.
from
Just
somewhere
one or
else.
two dudes. That's it.
There's a few.
I mean, it's a.
Garcia was born.
You-
Was born here.
That's
but
it.
saying
his parents is Cuban.
I mean,
That's
I'm
a
saying
word up.
hypothetically, right?
No,
like,
but big
I'm
facts.
just saying, like,
You're right.
There's a large population. That's why I like the Miami Heat. That's why Dallas could win a championship here and go to the club with the trophy and buy the
Right,
trophy.
right.
You
And
couldn't do that
still
shit in
celebrate.
Boston.
You can't do the word up.
Hold
Or
on,
you could
I'm a
never
Knicks
do
fan.
that
I'm a
shit
Knicks
in
fan. Let's go
Boston.
Knicks.
Relax.
Go Knicks.
Knicks lost that, but don't worry about
I'm
it.
saying-
They lost first game.
What
Don't worry.
happened
They'll
with
lose second
what
game.
happened when Dallas won that championship
They
here?
was
When they went
partying their ass off in the clubs.
you couldn't do that shit
Oh,
in Boston.
No, of
Nah,
course
right.
not.
You couldn't
Yeah,
like
no.
it's certain cities you couldn't like
They-
when that
they
shit
would not
happened, niggas
allow
would have been
that.
turning cars upside down and they would have
Facts. Right.
But Miami is like a melting
It's
pot
too
of a bunch
too
of
much
people.
cultures, right?
It's so many cultures. There's a lot of people from here, but there's a lot
Yeah,
of
it
people
is.
that's not from here that they don't
Right.
give a fuck.
Big time.
And that's why that shit can happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Big time. I understand. I know what you mean.
Right.
So there's a lot of New Yorkers out here and we can celebrate the New York win.
I
Let's
don't
go
know about
Knicks.
the New York thing.
Come on,
Well,
man. Yeah.
Let's go Knicks.
New York.
Hold on.
You go for the Heat?
Listen,
I ain't involved
you
in all of that.
involved.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold
Like,
on. Listen,
all right.
listen. New York is a cool place. I've been there a couple times. What I'm trying to say
You've
is,
been there a lot of times.
I know a lot
I
of
think you've been
times.
there more than Chicago.
you stop?
How about that?
I'm from, yeah, but I'm a Miamian. I've been here since I was a little kid.
This is true.
I love the culture here. Why does everyone come down here? Because it's fucking vacation
It's
24/7.
beautiful
This is where we
weather.
live. Our weather is
The weather
shit.
is
Don't be mad
beautiful
about
out
it.
here.
You could do anything here that you
Love
could do
it.
in any other city, but with 20 million fine ass women here. So people love this culture out here. They love it. We just happen to be lucky enough to live here. What I'm saying, I just love Miami for the
nowadays-
diversity, for the people.
Nowadays, you
know
got
what I
to
mean?
make sure that they women.
This is the big
Because
problem.
it's a little crazy.
That's your problem.
No, I know. It's just,
Yeah.
that's the
right.
problem for
not-
a single dude.
It's
That,
facts.
nah, that sounds like another interview, man. But we ain't gonna
Yeah.
get into
No,
all
we
of
ain't
that
gonna
shit,
get into
Yeah.
it,
man.
We ain't there.
Teach. Thank you.
Well,
my
listen,
brother.
what I'm saying is-
no, hold
brother.
on. Don't go any more questions. This man gotta go home.
I didn't have a
He got family.
question.
I'm good. I'm good.
You
I didn't have a
Yeah,
question.
good.
I just wanted
All
to
right, go
reiterate.
ahead.
Is there another question? You leave me alone, you little drunk ass.
I'm
Going
a-
home.
I'm a-
Tell me how you get to go home every day by
I
yourself.
get to go home by myself and go to sleep for the rest of my life. It's fantastic.
It's not fantastic. I just came earlier than you, so I seen Miami for what it is
Right.
in the 80s. You mean mid
He
80s?
he was dressing like Tom Phillips. Was it Phillips?
Tom who?
Philip, Mike Thomas.
I don't know him, and I was not dressed like him.
Miami Vice.
Philip Thomas Michaels.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
he was that guy.
I ain't
He was
dressed
dressing
like that.
like him.
I ain't dressed like that. Isn't that funny? Listen, Teach, what I'm
Puerto
trying to say
Rican
is this.
moccasins.
I see what's so funny is that you talk about the later 90s on them beefs and all that, but let me see, I seen that shit in the mid 80s. It was way more vicious. Shit was crazy, so I know exactly what you're talking about. And shit was crazy, but I still love Miami for the melting pot that it is. I think that the diversity is what makes Miami the shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's the big difference.
He was over there in
Chicago ain't that diverse.
Was that skating club over here?
Which one?
Skate
I was.
Keys? No, is it
I never
Skate Keys? Not
skated.
Skate Keys, New York.
What?
What was the one over
I didn't
here?
skate, so I don't know.
What's the one over here? It's called was it Footloose? What's the one over
You
here?
Teach. He been here 80% of his life. He's still acting like he just came here and shit.
I forgot
Oh,
the
fake
name.
out of town
Skate
ass.
Keys up north, but that right
You're
there.
FOT.
Oh Lord.
You a fake out of towner.
Listen, New
It's
York,
all love.
New York birthed me and Miami made me.
You been here longer than you been in New York.
Love it. No, I was about to say.
Look,
Bullshit.
hey, listen. What I love, I like. Listen, one thing I love about Miami is,
I love the women.
well, yeah,
All
of
right, go
course,
ahead.
but like
Go ahead.
the Miami's so diverse,
This
and
is
there's just
true.
so many people. That,
But
like
we need
Pitt-
a Chinatown out here. We don't got a Chinatown.
no, Pitt used to say New York is the Big Apple and this is the pineapple, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
Right.
This
He's
shit
right.
is like really that, bro. Like it's like so many people from so many different cultures and so many different parts of the world
It's true.
that, like, you know what I mean?
Chinatown.
Well, China, you want some fake Gucci belts and shit? What you want?
I want
Some-
all of that.
It was
yeah.
a fake iPhone.
No, I want some good.
They got that.
I want some ducks hanging in the
Go to
window.
downtown and see
Yeah.
some of
Ducks
that.
hanging
Let me
in
go see
the
that.
You got that.
Come on.
You got that. You just ain't looking in the
ain't
right
got-
place.
He ain't
Yeah.
looking.
And he was rocking,
But-
faking for.
Yeah, he just ain't looking.
Listen, I know I'm probably way over my shit, but like, listen, bro, I fuck with y'all like the long way, like for real.
We appreciate you.
That's why.
family, brother.
No, I'm saying for real. That's why when y'all call me and y'all tell me to come here, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't even like a second guess, and like
Right.
I'm following up with y'all and I'm making sure that I do what I do because I fuck with y'all and I love y'all like for real, for real.
Listen, and
We appreciate you
love
heavy duty.
No,
And I
like,
appreciate you coming way down here from where
Nah,
you
they-
We
and
know
but-
you
but
out there, but
I don't, it
We
ain't,
know
it ain't,
you out
I don't
there.
even look at it like that. I don't even look at it
Nah,
like
but
way out there and this and that
I
and third.
appreciate
Teach,
that,
we have been
man.
talking about you
Teach.
behind the scenes for months,
This
since infancy of Grumpy OGs, and we said we gotta have Teach on the show.
need
Nah,
Teach
nah,
on.
And I
appreciate
never
y'all
gave you the
having me.
phone call because I'm like, I'm gonna hit that button when I have to hit the button. But the minute I hit that button, you hit me back in 2.5. You're like, when?
course.
You hit me. See, I told him I hate that Teach hits me back with one word responses.
He's ready.
I had a
That's
paragraph.
it.
Yo, you my bro, you a legend. I want you to be on the show. And he's like, when? I'm like,
Exactly.
I used to be, oh, we record our money.
Yeah, we ain't gotta
no
make this
problem.
shit
I'm
all
like,
complicated and
oh, nah,
shit,
I know,
man.
I know.
But you
Come
know
on,
what?
man. I'm
We
trying to
gotta
say,
show the respect first.
Nah, but
I'm
it's
always on
always
some
mutual
respect,
respect.
shit.
I know,
No,
no,
facts.
But we always.
What I'm saying is the way you hit back, I told him, he was like, where? I was like, yo, this motherfucker, he just asked for the address. Let's
But-
go.
But it's,
I said,
it's-
let's do it.
But it's always
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like we led the conversation with the respect that I got for y'all. You know what I'm
Guaranteed.
saying?
We always will respect you.
And you always been there to teach from EFM.
And I'm always gonna be there,
to
bro.
now, you know, like
big facts.
And I'm
Long
always gonna
life
be
for
there
you.
as
Long
long
life.
as long as I can.
As
right?
long as God wants you on this
As
planet.
long as God wants me
I
on this planet, I'm always gonna be there.
Big facts.
But all I'm saying is just like, homie, like, you know, don't never take for granted, bro. Like, you know, y'all got a legacy of, you know, y'all put in a lot of work over the years. You know what I'm saying?
So have you.
That's highly respected.
It's honorable to hear that from you.
Yeah, that we really
and
do
like
appreciate
BB,
it.
you know,
Word.
pointed it out as well.
We respect
and
the fuck out of
even
that.
Gunplay pointed it out as well.
A lot of
you
people,
know?
word.
So we respect that.
Yeah, but that's what makes the shit great because you're humble about the shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we don't
And
think
it's like,
we ain't shit.
but I'm the same way. Like,
Yeah,
if
facts.
like if a motherfucker go through my catalog and look at all the shit that I've done,
Right.
and
It's
this and that
impressive.
third, and it's like, yeah, it's a lot of shit. But I don't even look at the shit like that. I'm looking at what I'm
Word.
doing right now.
Word up, word
I'm
up.
looking at how I treat people right now.
and
I'm
what you
looking
gonna
at
do in the future.
what I'm looking at in the future, right? Like,
I
so
respect that big time.
It's not, you know what I mean? Like, I could have been a great motherfucker now, you know, back then, but I'm a piece of shit nigga right now. And then it's like all that shit that I did in the past
Doesn't matter,
don't hold
right.
the weight
Don't
that it
Don't hold the water, right,
You
right, right.
understand what I'm saying?
It does though. It does
it
though
does
now.
right now.
You know what I mean?
It does, but I'm saying that
Does
like
right now.
it could
'Cause
have
you
been.
was
when y'all
always
pick
a
up the
good
phone,
person.
I'm
It could
saying
have been. You're saying.
when you pick up the phone and you say, "Yo, Teach, I need you here for this,"
Right.
like just know that shit means something to me,
Word.
right? Like, and so
that mean, I
I'm
appreciate
here.
that.
Ain't no questioning about it. Ain't no like, yo,
No,
blah,
big
blah, blah.
time.
It
You ain't
no none
too
of that
big for
shit.
nothing. I
That's big for us.
understand. No,
It's-
trust
it's-
me.
It's
We
homie
respect
called me,
that.
homie put in that call,
Yeah.
and it's like a mutual respect, and you know, like I don't keep score, you know what I'm saying, but I
Word.
could go down the line of like all the shit that you've done to help me, and you know what I'm saying.
None of that
you know,
matters.
Yeah,
we're
none of that shit don't matter.
we're supposed to help each other,
supposed to
man.
do that.
Right,
The fuck.
but
You know what I
That's
mean?
off back.
I'm never gonna look. Me personally, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna lose sight of that.
I'll
And-
never tell anyone that story, you know, in bragging rights.
Yeah.
You understand? Ain't none of that shit matters. What matters is if you need me and I'm there. If I
there.
need you, you're there. That's all that
I'm
matters.
there.
That's all
I'm
that
there.
matters.
None of that
So
other shit matters, man.
long as
mean?
you know, long as you know that, and
Yeah.
long as you know
Yeah,
that, like
that's
the
why we
thing is,
respect.
I
the
ain't
fuck
never
out of
You've
you.
forget.
always shown
I
that
respect
to-
that.
I
Trust
ain't
me.
never
Shown
forget,
that.
and
Trust me.
I'm grateful. I'm highly appreciative.
Yeah.
At a time where like I was trying to figure it
That's-
out, and you helped me. I'm saying you assist. You gave me the assist that I needed to help me get to where I need to be, and I'm never gonna forget that shit.
But let
I'm
me tell you,
grateful for
and
that.
I appreciate
That's
that.
respect.
That's
That's
love.
respect,
Trust me, that makes me get up tomorrow and whoop ass in my restaurant. No joke, because that's the gas I need. What I'm saying is that's just who we are. Not only me, that's who my brothers are. I know who. You could ask any one of us for help, and we would be right there, because that's who the fuck
And I
we
know
are.
that. And the
So-
crazy shit is like you don't gotta say that because I know that, right?
I know you know that.
And
I know you
again,
know
I
that.
led the conversation with y'all whole family and just
Yeah.
the way
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you know over the years, over 30 years of
Yeah.
friendship, over
Yeah.
30 years of
We-
family.
I appreciate that big time.
Y'all have found a way to kind of just
Keep it
Keep
together.
that going.
Yeah.
And that's an inspiration to me from the outside looking in.
Good.
Because I'm like,
dope.
damn, like that shit could really happen. Like,
Yeah, and
you
do,
know what I mean?
and do you think that 30 years ago we thought we were gonna inspire anybody? For anyone to tell us that, because you're not the first, but you are my brother, so it means a lot to me.
Yeah, it means
but
more.
other
It means more
motherfuckers who
coming
have told
from
us that
you.
were like, "Fuck, that's dope. We love it. These are my bro. I'm gonna be with them till I die, and I know that." So that's a long time. But for you, anyone to acknowledge that, it means a lot to us,
But what
bro.
that means is y'all got a genuine brotherhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Guaranteed.
saying?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of
Guaranteed.
niggas that scream that bro shit and that
Yeah.
love shit and this
Nah,
and that third.
fuck all that.
But it's it ain't that.
I even got a verse in one of my songs that when I died, motherfuckers raise my kids. Like I trust my bros. You smell me?
You can't fake that for 30 years. Bro.
Nah, there's no fucking way possible.
You know what I'm saying?
no fake
it's
to
like
Don't get it
you
twisted. We argue like a son of a
course,
bitch.
No,
bro.
but
I
that's-
argue
that's
with my
brother
brother,
shit.
But that we're still here together means that we worked it out and it's love. You know what I'm saying? So
but I'm saying like I've been married for almost 25 years, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I love the fuck out of my wife. We
Guaranteed.
argue, we fight,
Guaranteed.
we
It's
whatever.
what it
I got a
is. That's
22.
healthy.
We got a 22-year-old son.
Gangsta.
We argue, We fight. We not always on the same page.
Yeah.
But yo, that's what the fuck it is. Like that's
what it
you know what I mean. But but that's love. Like
Yeah.
love is me being able to tell you.
Yeah.
Cause you know, like when the shit gets scary, like for instance, when you work with artists, right?
Yeah.
They got like this whole like phase where like they be getting surrounded by all these yes men.
Yeah.
And
That's
just
the fucking poison.
Just niggas that's because they're afraid to lose their job, so they're gonna tell you whatever the fuck
Big facts.
you want to hear
Yeah.
to appease you, right?
Yeah.
But that shit is so
Feed your
fucking
ego
dangerous.
and shit. Word.
right?
That's
And, like,
detrimental to your shit.
And that's where like a lot of like when you were talking about like you've been rocking with somebody for 30 years and y'all might bump heads sometimes, y'all might whatever, but that's you know that's genuine because that's the genuine love. That's like nigga, I'm gonna hard check you when you fucking up.
Exactly.
Because,
That's the real shit.
You know how many times
Bro,
he fucking hard checked me
man,
so many times?
exactly.
I think I gave him most of his white beard. How about
Yeah.
that?
Teach in friendship and in marriage.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion, life period, it's supposed to be up and down.
Of course.
If it's always up, something's
Something
wrong.
ain't right.
If it's always down, something ain't right.
Exactly.
It has to go like this.
Gotta be
So you
Knowledge and
understand?
peace.
That's business or life.
Anything.
You understand?
Anything you going through.
Yeah.
If you,
Big facts.
like I mean,
has to be like this, my G.
it has to be like
Yeah.
that. And
Big facts.
And if it's not that, like you said,
Yeah.
it's,
Your wife
it's,
don't like chocolate and you do? Okay, cool. We'll talk about it for 10 minutes, but we still love each other.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Like bro, like listen. But let's not sidetrack what we're saying. What
Word.
you guys have been able to build in the last 30 years and the brotherhood that you guys have been able to maintain. I think I seen you recently, like in front of a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I seen your fan and I was like, yo, bro, I love you motherfuckers, man. Like because it's inspirational to me. Like I've been a part of so many different things, and I've seen like so many parts of the shit fall apart, and like and then it's just like yo, bro. Like when I see y'all, like yo, the key factors in like y'all, I'm like every time I see y'all moving as a unit. You know what I'm saying? And like fuck whatever's going on internally, and fuck whatever.
Yeah, we don't ever worry about that.
That ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like that's between y'all, and y'all deal with that
fact.
shit internally. But
We
y'all.
don't look, the good thing is we don't look at each other's pockets neither.
We really do. But
We don't expect nothing from nobody. Everything's you gotta work.
we do
to
respect. We do
gotta
accept. We
work.
do expect the respect value.
No,
'Cause
the
I can
respect
say
is
fuck.
there.
I can say you ain't shit
No, the
to
respect
Eddie
is
right
there.
here, but no one outside of the 11 of my brothers can say that. Oh, we all be on the ass.
Exactly.
That's different.
You know what I'm talking about?
What
So
I'm saying is, it's like we don't look at each other like that. Like
never do.
everybody got their own thing and they doing it. Now we all gotta work to whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you want to
got
be
different
if,
goals.
if you want to be a mechanic. Everyone, go ahead, man. We'll help you be a mechanic.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, my car needs a fixing. Whatever.
Yeah. Obviously,
we
he
don't-
sees the
we don't look at
camaraderie.
people.
That's why
We
he's
don't
like,
look-
you know what I
we
mean?
don't
So
look-
Exactly. The camaraderie
Yeah.
is like, yo, like bro, like I've seen Get Money niggas.
Yeah.
I've seen so many crews and motherfuckers that have come
dissolve and shit, right?
through. And it, like because again, you can't fake that shit. You can't
Right.
fake
No.
you can't fake genuine love.
Right.
And what I see between y'all crew, even though like you know what I mean, sometimes it's always gonna be that bullshit. You're gonna
It's
have
always
Rocky, you're
gonna
gonna have
be-
whatever.
yeah.
But you can't fake genuine love. You can't
Right.
fake the fact that like, yo, like that's my brother.
Yeah.
Or that I really fuck with this motherfucker for
No,
real.
we there.
that's it. That's
You know what I'm
This
saying?
big time.
And that's
we stuck with each other.
that's
That's it.
you know what I'm saying? But listen, bro, like that don't take that shit lightly,
No,
bro.
I
Never
don't.
take it lightly.
Nah,
Don't
never
take that
it
shit
like,
lightly.
nah,
Can I
that
tell
shit
you
is-
something real
is
quick?
dope. It's
Because
dope.
we've seen you move for a long time, Teach.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I know they feel how I feel. You are not in CHP, but I feel the same way with you. Like, I'll give you the same mutual respect. I give you the same love.
Yeah,
you
no,
need
you
help, we
family.
go help you. You fam.
You
appreciate
fan,
that, man.
brother.
Thank
End
That's
of
it.
story.
Thank you, man.
I mean,
I
like,
appreciate that.
you like
been around
official,
the time.
unofficial crazy hood.
And
You
not
smell
only
me?
that, yeah,
End of
'cause
story.
you always helped us out whenever
Yeah.
we needed anything.
I never seen
When
you
he needed
waver on
something
help.
with you,
I never seen that.
You always open the doors for
I've
E
never seen him say
to
no
do
to
something
something.
like whatever E's asking.
That's why.
Big
So
time,
so we
so.
it's like we just talking about this shit, right? So I'm talking about like my space and I'm talking about the expenses.
Word.
When Drink Champs was in there shooting Drink Champs, I was paying almost $7,000 a month for that shit. I let them shoot.
Word.
I don't even remember if he shot me nothing or not. But like, even if he shot me something, it wasn't even
It
nowhere
wasn't about
close to
To
what I was
what it
paying.
was,
All right.
yeah.
Wasn't
I
about
was paying damn near $7,000 a month for that space, but like I wasn't doing nothing with the space.
Word.
And I'm like, yo, homie got some shit.
And I can speak for my bro. I'm sure he's appreciative of every fucking minute.
But listen,
you know what I mean,
and I'm appreciative for him, and I'm appreciative.
Yeah. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
you're
got
supposed
pictures.
to do shit like
I got
this.
pictures from my birthday party, and at the Marlin.
At the Marlin.
Yo, like EFM was blowing out the candles at my shit. Yo, this shit was like 22 years ago.
You don't know how. You don't know how important the Marlin is to me. That's like really where I met my wife. I proposed to my wife. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Word up.
Yeah. So my birthday party was at the Marlin. And I got pictures from about like 22 years ago with Lil Jon, Pitbull.
Hard.
I mean, a bunch of just different people.
Yeah.
And when I'm like, it was a surprise birthday party, and when it was like blowing the candles, blowing out, you know, it's like saying happy birthday. Yo, the person that's front and center is EFN and Piccolo.
Like,
that's crazy.
Bigger
crazy.
Piccolo too, but we gotta get him on here.
Like Vito, no shake.
Bigger both of them. Word up.
Right? But like, I'm like, homie, like, yo, I got dudes that just been in my life for like so long.
You see
know
how
what
you
I'm
don't
saying?
forget those motherfuckers?
Yeah, because that was a moment.
They real
it
shit,
just,
man.
And it was
Real
some shit that really meant. Like my man Bill, that put the whole shit. He passed away. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know, it's just been so many transitions since then. But like, you know what I mean? It's like, homie, like I'm grateful for the journey. Like I'm grateful for the entire journey. The good. The bad,
and
the ugly, everything.
It makes who you are today.
It defines. If you say Big Teach, that's who defines who Big Teach is today.
Listen, let me tell you something. We've been talking about having you on here not only because you're my bro, but just because I respect your hustle, your game, who you are, everything, your whole fucking legacy. It's not even, the story's not over. You gonna have so much more shit to handle. I already know. No, I already know. Because I know your drive. You know what I'm saying? Your family's beautiful. I know your wife on the whole, but just you are so, like, you blessed. I feel blessed the same way. So I'm glad you came out here. Like, this is something that we feel like we are like lucky to have my bro here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and anytime, and if you need me anytime, moving forward,
anything you have, bro, let me tell you, this is your platform. You know what I'm saying? We just here to do what we can do.
Whatever you want to do here.
So you know, we y'all niggas longest interview ever.
Second longest. But let me tell you, we appreciate you. This is what it do. So
putting the flip flops on.
Yeah, yo, my bro came out in the Gucci's. It's Big Teach, Grumpy OGs, Hannibal Heck, Eddie the Ass Eater. We appreciate you, my G. We gone. Peace.
Love.